Yeah. I'm gonna like go live again. I already hit the live key, so we should be all good. I fucking
Yeah,
hope.
yeah, your screen just came up.
Ashley, close the lights. The sun is right on my back.
Diamond Dogs in God of War game.
Yep. Uh,
Now you want to close the blinds. Ooh, it's too bright in here.
I
My
could
bathroom.
resubscribe to you 20% off because it's September.
oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. This one was done by the people who did Daxter. That is fucking loud.
What company made this?
Radiant Dawn. So they did
Like
the
like the Fire Emblems?
no, that's Path of Radiance.
No, the Radiant Dawn's the sequel to Path of Radiance.
This is
Yeah.
Ready at Dawn, not Radiant Dawn. All right.
Ready.
All
I
right.
like Radiant.
So what's so Ghost of this Ghost of Sparta game?
I don't know.
I like how in the fucking final PSP game they finally add like press square to toggle like subtitles.
You gotta talk with the ad.
I do. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Also, what the fuck is up with like what is this? Where does this one take place?
Like chronologically.
Yeah. Ah, fuck God, that's.
We looked this up before, but
Oh god.
I know
I
this is. I think this is like the second earliest game.
yeah. Hold on. I'll look it up. I was looking up Ready at Dawn, but I'll look up the chronological.
God, the fucking flashing lights.
Ghost of Sparta takes
that's
place
ugly.
after the first God of War game.
Okay, but before the second one.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's Ascension, Chains of Olympus, God of War 1, Ghost of Sparta, 2, 3, God of War.
Yeah. Dad of boy, and then finally dad of slightly older boy. Kratos was mad, and then he couldn't find a bathroom. Oh yeah, we finally tried Tommy's.
Oh, are they around Las Vegas?
There's two. We found one. It was okay. Ashley just finished her chili burger after hours.
Oh. They do kind of make their thing slightly big.
Ashley, you want to talk about your experience with your chili cheese fries and chili burger?
I mean, it felt full, and then like during when I was eating, I felt like I had high cholesterol.
I mean, it does that, yes.
I had a triple cheeseburger and fries because I'm a basic bitch. But I enjoyed what I liked. The burger patties seem thinner than I would like, but
They're like In-N-Out patties.
yeah.
They are thick. I want to say it's because they wanted to make room for the chili.
Probably, yeah.
But Fonzie didn't have a chili.
No, I just had a regular cheeseburger. Triple cheeseburger. Atlantis.
And I don't know if all locations have this, but they also they have the option for like the quarter pound patties, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I saw that, but that was, like, expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Like, total meal for two, we spent $25. I was like, damn.
Yeah, you got 2 combos I'm getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Feel like a combo is basically $10.
Which that itself is like, all right, I better get like enough like bang for my buck because I'm like,
I'm just surprised you didn't get anything with chili since that's like their thing, but you know.
I'm not really
that's
much of
your
a
preference.
I'm not really much of a fan of like chili.
You don't really like chili.
I mean that's fine, but like if I would have known earlier you had that preference that you didn't like chili, then I honestly wouldn't even recommend Tommy because
I mean, Ashley, Ashley
burgers
likes
don't
it
feel
so.
complete without the chili in my opinion.
Yeah, I understand, but like Ashley wanted, so I'm like, yeah, might as well. I don't like trying different places for food, especially if they sell burgers.
Yeah, since I like chili more. I'm like, oh, okay, this tastes like at least beta. It tastes like Beta Sonic with their. It tastes like the chili is like similar to Sonic's chili
I need to try
compared
Sonic.
to compared to a Wiener Schnitzel chili. Wiener Schnitzel chili has like more ground beef in their chili.
Don't you say
Yeah.
you think usually thought that's usually your go-to too?
Wiener Schnitzel chili is like very different compared to other chilies I've had from fast food.
If I go to Wiener Schnitzel, I go for their ice cream.
Yeah, I usually go for the root beer float. But that's mainly because a lot of places don't serve those.
Yeah.
In terms of fast food.
I haven't
And
really.
even then, I rarely get it because like dairy.
I've never had a proper root beer float.
I mean, it's easy to make at home.
Yeah, you just get some A&W, right?
I mean, you could get a root beer, yes.
Oh, that weird ass mug one with a weird fucking dog.
Root beer products, like specific brands, are weird.
Oh, my mom
You
loves
you got the mug dog. You got I mean A and W. I'm sorry.
Bart Root Beer.
Oh, yeah. There's a
Bar-
4chan post. There's a 4chan post about that, and I love it.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell's like? I think he called it Barack.
Hurrah.
Or, yeah, like what does Obama have his own fucking like?
I mean,
root beer?
honestly, the Q at the end does not look like
It took me a while to actually learn the actual name of that thing.
it is actually called Baroque.
Baroque. Okay, it's literally just the fucking Tatsunoko special shit. So I watched the new God of War trailer. I'm like, all right, yeah, I might as well just go back to God of War. I have two and a half
Try
more
to get-
games to like go through.
Try to catch up before it comes out.
Yeah.
When is it coming out, or is it just like an announcement?
Next year.
Next year, yeah. But I still have the longest game, which is Dad of Boy.
I mean, like that's the only long game though, from what I can tell. Like because the God of War games aren't particularly long.
No.
Especially the side ones like this one. I
Yeah.
don't think this one is particularly long. In fact,
I'm surprised for a PSP game. This actually looks pretty good. Then again, I am playing the HD version, so.
yeah, I was about to say, you're playing the console release though.
Well, I also got the PSP version. I'm not gonna say how, but I do.
But you're not playing it.
No, because I want to get the trophies for no reason.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, a lot of the God of Wars average like 10 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, because you only did like 3, maybe 4 streams of like all the games so far.
Yeah.
Something like, and like Ghost of Sparta, looking up on how long to beat average play time, or just the story is 6.5 hours.
Okay, that's gonna be like what, 2 or 3 sessions?
I mean, the thing about how long to beat is I know it's just an average of like what everybody submits. Like it
Skyla.
depends. Like
Oh, what the fuck are those tentacle nipples?
but are you gonna die a lot or something?
Yeah.
Okay, playing on and shit like that.
Little tentacle udders.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really trust how long to beat sometimes because playstyles can drastically be different, and also players do.
Yeah. And also with difficulty too, because sometimes you get like with like old school games like if you do it on a harder difficulty you get like bonuses and shit like that.
Yeah. Again, also playstyle because like it depends how thorough you are.
Yeah.
Because if like there's a game with collectibles you want to get, then like if you're trying to be thorough on like every level to find the shit.
Yeah.
How long to beat does have like main plus extra and completion as average hours too, but those are even more skewed because of it. You also have Ascent. You haven't played Ascension yet, right?
No, that's the one after Ghost of Sparta because that was released right before Ghost of
You're
Sparta.
playing in release order.
Yeah. Because that's usually the better way. Because some of these games it'll be weird going like playing the
because-
Dad of Boy and then going to fucking.
Like a release order is usually better for like mechanics and control.
Yeah.
Different- Ascension is 8.5 hours on average,
Okay.
and then Data Boy
Long.
21 hours average.
Actually, do you know how long it took you to beat Dad of Boy? I remember it took you a bit.
It took me a bit because I was playing it in intervals when you were at work, so it wouldn't get spoiled.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's the only long game though, so like you have plenty of time.
Dental work.
And like the only God of War game I played was the first one, and that was a long time ago when the PS2 was basically new, or at least just the current console at the time.
So in the span of a couple days, I managed to get both The Legend of Zelda Original and Link's Awakening.
Is it from the new game store?
The 2 new game stores I went to.
Oh, there are 2 new ones.
Yeah, yesterday we went to the other location
Oh, okay.
where we found the fucking actual Chinese Game Boy.
It's a good thing I'm not Asian.
Yeah. Like it's like the ever heard of the IQ?
It sounds familiar.
The IQ player was literally just the name for everything Nintendo in like actual China.
Oh, so the Chinese bootlegs.
It wasn't actual. No, it was official. It wasn't a bootleg.
Oh, it just went under a different name.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, there was actually a new retro game store that opened here like last month that I visited. Before I sent you the pictures of the Dreamcast games,
Yeah.
I bought some PlayStation games from there and some controllers.
Fucking today, I bought Flawless Renee. Fucking got fucking Resident Evil 1.
Director's cut.
No, OG.
OG?
Yeah.
Oh, man, is that OG like really rare because director cut's the way to go?
Bro, it cost me 110. No, 118 with
Did he at
taxes.
least pay you back?
He paid. Yeah, he paid me back.
Okay.
So it wasn't. But still, like, man, for fucking, I love Resident Evil 1, like especially the OG, like hammy shit. But
I think.
but over $110 for that game, I'm like, I get it. It's the first Resident Evil, so history and shit like that. But come on.
I've been actually looking at some older games to see what re-releases they have, if any. Because I've actually been like looking into like different games to play,
Yeah.
different / older games to play, and some I'm a little bit surprised, and some that are a little confusing to follow. Because I'm more looking at into like more, I guess, obscure RPG games.
Were you talking about Biden Kaidos, or was that someone else?
That was someone else.
Okay.
I'm actually not really interested in talking titles
Okay.
that much.
They we went to the Go-To retro shop mostly because they also sell Pokemon cards, and we're trying to get the new, what's it called, the jumbo cards.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
25th anniversary combo card.
Yeah, I want to get the Johto one because Totodile. But fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Bond titles.
Oh yeah, no, they had a decent selection of like GameCube games today. They had Eternal Darkness. If I actually cared more for it, I would probably buy it. But it's just the same studio that did Twin Snakes, but that's it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
so
kind
not.
of in the same boat with GameCube games.
It's
Like,
mostly
I
because
see
they're so
GameCube games
expensive
that I'm-
these days.
I see GameCube games that I'm like somewhat interested in, but I'm like,
Like, it's not worth the price.
I mean, it's not even the price. It's just like I don't know if I really want this. Because like I pretty much got all the games I really want now.
Yeah.
So like whenever I see GameCube games now, it's like, do I really want this? Because obviously GameCube has a lot of exclusives, which is a problem with collecting because expensive
Yeah.
and hard to find because GameCube.
Well, it also didn't
So
have the
it's
the GameCube also didn't sell super well compared to
Yeah.
like the Xbox
So
and
it's more limited in stock for everything.
yeah.
There are like some games, like Bond Kylos is actually one of them, but like I don't care enough because I actually don't really know that much about it. But another is Skies of Arcadia.
Oh yeah, well, that's also a Dreamcast game.
But yeah, but like
Eith-
GameCube,
Yeah, and
GameCube is the better version from what I can tell, or like it has more stuff in it.
yeah, and either way, you're gonna be spending over $100 for that game no matter what.
Yeah, and also I don't have a Dreamcast,
Yeah.
so like if I find a Dreamcast version, then it's like I would need to get a Dreamcast then too.
I mean, I have a spare.
Nah, I The thing is, I would love to get like older consoles.
But I'm guessing room.
Yeah, it's mostly room. Like right now, I don't really want to get like physical games anymore if I could help it because my tiny shelf literally has no room.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'll have slightly more room once I give your wedding gifts to you, but it's not that much.
It's like what, 4 games?
Like 5 games.
Yeah, so
Because I got you because you have the PS1 games that you're gonna use for like emulation.
for Dreamcast stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And then I got you the sealed F-Zero Game Boy Advance game.
Which is
Uh,
GP Legend, right?
EP Legends.
Yeah,
Yes.
which is based off the fucking anime. I'm like, okay, cool, it's sealed. Shit. I
Uh,
I almost bought the Metal Gear Solid HD collection for Xbox 360. It was $170. It was $150 about, but it was sealed,
yeah.
and I don't want to. I don't want it sealed. I actually wanted to open it and see it.
Yeah. The store I got the GP Legends sealed. Well, they actually had 2 sealed GP Legends. I wanted to ask you if you were gonna play GP Legends.
No,
So maybe I could get the second one.
I
So
mean,
you keep one sealed.
no, it's fine. Like if it's an F-Zero game, I'm usually playing F-Zero GX or X.
Yeah, like one of the 3 games it has.
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah.
There's only F-Zero, F-Zero X, and F-Zero GX. GP doesn't count even though that's the one I'm giving you.
There's your
I'm also
original.
giving you Sneak King,
Oh yeah.
which I think it's just a disc or like a gift. I think it's
Well, when you come over here, I'll show you some of the shops that we go to. Like the day before the whole thing happens, we're actually just gonna
Yeah.
go and hang out.
yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure because like I think Zexian or Chris gonna pick me up, so I'm stuck there until they take me back. Like until they have to go back.
Yeah. Are your parents okay? Are your family okay with you like leaving, or you haven't told them yet?
I haven't told them, but they should be caring.
All right, cool.
They'll act like they care, but they don't actually care.
You're feeling way too well.
And like I'll tell them because they'll be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be going next year, so you're gonna tell me to do something next week? Don't, because I can't."
The combat, I don't know how to feel about the combat. Okay, now it's the Blades of Athena
The
now.
same or
It
it looks the same.
It feels a bit-
differences.
I don't know. It feels a bit slightly different than Chains of Olympus.
Is there input delay?
No, thank God, no.
I don't think I only played the first game on original PS2, so I'm just looking at gameplay. So
Yeah.
it looked the same.
I have no idea where to put this. Can I put it over here?
I mean,
Okay,
it just looks like you jump on it as like a booster.
That's
to
what I'm
reach higher thing.
guessing.
Sessions go.
Oh wait, I see it. Yeah, there we go. Tasty red orbs.
But yeah, I set my credit card for the travel plan so it won't get blocked.
Oh, okay, good, good call.
Well, I'm aware of these things. Even though I don't really travel outside the States, I'm aware about these things.
I think you just jump over it. Probably there's some puzzle to fucking fall over the water.
Also, I know about this because it happened to my brother.
Oh,
Ironically, when he moved back here to California.
that's funny.
So he's at home, but he can't buy shit.
Kratos, please do something.
Although the concern is how much I'm going to buy, if anything, because again, space here.
I mean, the thing about like retro game shops in Vegas, you get people from all around the world. So recently, I've been finding a lot of like,
It's a tourist town.
yeah, like as you've seen, I've been finding a lot of Japanese imports, and I've been loving them.
I don't know how I feel about getting international release, or not international, different region variants.
I mean, I got Final Fantasies because it's Final Fantasy. And I like that series. I guess I just take this back.
Especially because a lot of, especially old consoles are region locked.
Yeah, but thankfully, stuff like the Super Nintendo and N64 aren't. They just have like a little like pin thing, which I already removed. Since I have spares, I have one that's like modified and one that isn't.
Yeah. I was thinking about like, I feel like the only reason I would get like a different like region copy of a game is literally just for like, either because it was only released there, so if it's like a game that never came to the West,
Yeah, I gotcha.
or like for very specific purposes that I might not even use it for, like for speed running.
I mean, sometimes games like Japanese games are going to be cheaper than getting like an original copy. Because I got Yoshi's Island for $10.
And like it also depends how different the region difference version.
I mean, with Yoshi's Island, it's literally just like the language is in Japanese, but the gameplay it's.
And I don't like mean like language differences, but like actual like game stuff.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like there'll be like glitches or something removed or added
And
depending on the version.
and censorship and stuff like that.
Well, again, that's just the language difference. I'm more talking about gameplay.
Okay.
So like glitches and stuff like that.
I like how like difficulty goes change, like internationals and all that stuff.
Yeah, like how like the Mega Man 2 thing where like Japanese doesn't have a difficulty setting. It's just
Start.
It's just the difficulty, the hard mode in English versions. And even then, like it's in the English version anyway. It's just an option.
Yeah.
Like one I was considering. Well, so far the only one I consider right now is Bomberman Hero for the Nintendo 64.
What's so special about that one?
They actually changed some level design.
Okay.
So the Japanese version is actually easier.
Really?
Yes, because there are some, like, for example, there are some platforms that are placed differently, so it's easier to make jumps or even make certain jumps possible.
Huh.
And in the American release, like the platform is like in a different spot or just lower or whatever, so you can't make the jump.
That sounds
So
annoying.
so it's artificially like harder.
Yeah.
Not even necessarily harder, but like more inconvenient.
And that's like an N64 game?
Yes, that's a Nintendo 64 game.
It makes sense.
I had that game.
Really?
It's my
Yeah.
favorite Bomberman game, which is the only not traditional Bomberman game.
Exactly. I used to play the shit out of it when I was a kid.
I still need to 100% it, but I'm so bad at doing the boss fights fast.
Let's see.
I think the Japanese version also makes some like just some requirements easier because like one of the things is like each level they score you, and you need to get a certain score to get the high score. And I
okay.
think they made some of that easier in the Japanese version. Like for boss fights, the score is just how fast you beat the boss.
Oh, instead of like how much damage you do or something like that.
Yeah. Well, well, it's like that in the English version, but I believe they made the time for beating the boss more strict on getting like the high score.
Okay.
And that's honestly what's preventing me from 100% in the game in the English version. Because I'm not good at going fast.
There's still one fucking Super Nintendo game that I can never find like physically, and it's annoying me. And the worst part is, it's not a fucking like rare game at all. And that is ActRaiser. It's the game that was, yeah, it's the game that I was asking. They have ActRaiser 2.
I was but you asked me about it, I couldn't find it.
Yeah, no, they have ActRaiser 2 in every other shop that I went to. They just don't have one, and one is the more common version. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Maybe I'll check the other retro games for now.
It's for Super
Yeah,
Nintendo. Like,
well, I know what it's for,
Yeah.
but like I don't check like, basically I don't check for games that I don't have the console for. So I ignore like NES, SNES,
yeah.
and 64.
I still remember the days you were able to find like just a Super Nintendo for like dirt cheap.
The new retro game store that then opened here last month had a lot of it's probably the most decorated Well, actually, Game Dude is kind of decorated, but that's literally in a warehouse.
Oh yeah. Well,
The new one is just like a corner store type thing. With,
oh,
like
okay.
just a small room next to like a laundromat, I think.
No, it's in like I'm guessing there's little plazas.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
but it's like decorated, and they have a lot of stuff out of there. They even have like kiosks or like demo stations.
Oh, I love seeing those like in game shops, like the old school like N64 kiosks and all that stuff.
And like since they opened, they're like getting a bunch of stuff to decorate their store as like in the middle of like store hours. Like when I got in, like a package arrived and they got like an LED PlayStation 2 logo light.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, I got this for super cheap, and usually it's like goes for this much.
The one that we went to yesterday. There's two locations. We went to their second location last week. Then we went to their first location yesterday. I prefer their first location because it feels more grungy because they had a lot of just stuff on the ground and it felt like, all right, yeah, this is what like this store should be like, you know. While the second store was mostly full of like had a whole wall of Funko Pops and stuff like that.
I mean, like sometimes you need game stores. Like, you know, the one that I just opened here also has like Funko Pops and stuff. They also have a bunch of like trading cards too, like Pokemon and Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, that's where a lot of the money is these days too.
So it feels like a multi-purpose like collectible shop. It's not just like retro.
Which makes sense because you can't just like survive with video games anymore these days in the shops like those.
Yeah, especially since like part of your stock is what people send to you,
Mm-hmm.
in which you have to like give them some amount of money too, since they're technically trading / selling it to them.
Yeah. I have a buddy that works at one of the shops that we go to, so I don't know if I don't know if he still works there or not, but
You haven't even asked?
I haven't seen David in a while.
Oh, you should ask
I probably will next time.
next time.
Yeah, can you give me some in-store credit? Pay back later. Hook me up, man.
Ah, cool. The Atlantean toilet.
Neptune shitter.
It's literally just a,
shitter.
yeah, it's literally just a toilet.
Um,
I was gonna call him Aquaman because he's Atlantis. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. What's his actual name?
the deep.
Fucking the deep. Oh, God.
Ah,
I almost bought
Talk
Caution Seaman
you almost? Why didn't you?
because it was like $30, and then I was already at $100.
It's for She-Man.
It was also the
Bobby.
Japanese version.
Bobby, one of these days we should just take a road trip and just go across a lot of different game stores.
I mean, we can. I would love to do like just like that and just record it because I love like watching videos like that.
Yeah, I was about to say because I actually watched this vlogger and he did like before the pandemic he made a really long road trip like around the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And then during that trip, one of his main things was like going to a bunch of different game stores because he's trying to fill his game collection.
Yeah. That sounds fun.
According, he went to more than just game stores, but like.
Oh yeah, because
no,
I found a lot of good shit at Goodwill. I found an entire Wii U collection at Goodwill, and that collection is now half of my Wii U collection.
You had like 137 games.
Yeah, but like, I found like it had Breath of the Wild. Like I'm like, wow, someone just literally just threw away their fucking. They either threw it away at Goodwill or they're like, wow, like Nintendo betrayed us with the Switch. But I also
mean, it can also just be like parents like not knowing what to do with this, so they kind of sell it at a garage sale, so we just send it to Goodwill.
Which is crazy because usually like anything Nintendo will sell at a garage sale.
Well,
Oh shit.
Also, well, the thing is, like, well, garage sale that really depends on where your neighborhood is
Yeah.
and like who lives around your neighborhood. Oh, the good thing your checkpoint was right there.
I know.
Literally right where you died.
As Poseidon took dominion over the seas, Aquaman came and he erected a monument to fit his cock. So was born the great city of Atlanta. With Lord Aquaman as their guardian, the Atlanteans thrived beyond all other societies. Alright, yeah, whatever. It was fun for like 2 things, but not the third one.
This game about Poseidon.
I guess.
Is he the final boss?
We killed him in the third one.
Does this take place before the third one?
Yeah, I know, but...
He's like, but we killed him. Why is he back?
Why is he back in the prequel? He should have been dead.
I mean, you can fight someone and not kill them, and then you kill them in 3.
Probably.
Because you're not a god yet. You're not even a demigod yet.
What the fuck was that conversation I once heard? I heard somebody fucking... I can't remember if it was a fucking... somebody here or if I heard it on YouTube or some shit. But somebody would say, like, if you get murdered, does that technically mean you kill somebody? But it doesn't mean that you kill somebody. You just murder them.
I love how different words can mean the same thing.
No,
I think those are
swear.
called synonyms.
I don't know where I heard that from.
I
But for
murdered
some...
you, but I did not kill you.
Totally.
Is murder the same thing
but
as
that's not the same as killing you.
or some shit like that?
That guy did a suicide, but he didn't kill himself.
Yes. Spartan childhood.
The ghost of Sparta.
I mean, this is how children, well, mostly the men, the boys of Sparta.
What's this tab I have? Oh. Ready
You
at
still
dawn.
see their little...
The funny part, like, Kratos is like, oh shit, did I leave the oven on?
Oh,
Look at it. He walks like, oh shit, with the...
oh shit, here we go again.
his Spartan strut is, that's an animation.
Yeah.
He looks like that in cutscenes.
What treachery is this? Another trick of the gods.
No, my son. It is me.
It's Kratos' mom.
Oh shit, it is.
Mother.
Brought me here. I have waited so long.
How are you
Mother.
still alive? Are you also a ghost of the Sparta?
We do not have much time. Kratos
Kratos' father, so this is the actual data for.
does not have much time.
Oh yeah, that's what I remember about this game. Like,
My brother.
yeah. Not Hercules.
Kratos had a family. I like how he had the red mark in his eye, even as a
Yep.
child.
Trapped in torment. Deep in death.
It's like the scar in Harry Potter. Just has it.
Gone. You told me that he was.
I'm sorry. I had no choice.
This is the mark of a protagonist that you'll be playing.
Why does it sound like this was added in the sequel?
The temple.
Don't blame me. Blame the script.
Blame Santa Monica Studios. Kratos.
We're 3 main
Yeah.
stories in, but we need to add this lore
We
on the side
need filler.
You must.
God of War Chain of Memories.
Yeah, pretty much.
Need you.
Yes, my brother that will never be mentioned ever again.
Alright, Kratos, time to bring out the dual disc.
He just fucking strangles his mom.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of expecting it.
Yep.
Like just stab her or something.
Zeus.
Zeus. I pegged Zeus.
Poseidon. Athena.
And this took place after one.
Now she has the Rona.
Suddenly, boss fight.
Ew.
Mother.
You must beat your mother.
Oh no, the parent turned into a monster. This trope hasn't been done before. Her jaw looks a little bit unhinged though.
You should really see a doctor for that.
Help. Help. Yep.
I mean, you should see a doctor for everything about her.
Attacks. All right, cool.
Here's your tutorial on how to attack.
Oh shit! Ow.
Alright, so this was
Ow. Ow.
This game was made by Ready at Dawn.
Yeah. Same
And
people who
they
did Daxter.
They have a repertoire of games.
If I recall, Daxter, this game, The Lost Frontier, and The Order 1886.
Okay, they did not do Lost Frontier.
Okay.
But they did do all those other games.
Yeah.
The Order 1886.
Yeah, that's what I remember. A lot of people were like, "Who the fuck is Ready at Dawn?" I'm like, "Oh, it's the same people that did Daxter," and Daxter was a really good game.
Yeah. So they did Daxter. They did Chains of Olympus.
Okay, so they did the one before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sparta,
Yeah.
which is what you're playing. They did the God of War Origins collection. So they did the
Which is what I'm playing.
the Order 1886. They made Okami on the Wii.
Really?
Yeah, the Wii Okami.
Huh.
Which a lot of people consider the better version.
Oh no, I have
Well, that's
Oh,
because your
that's
save file corrupted.
no. Also because of the fucking that digging session in that game.
I need to play Okami.
You remember one.
No, I don't.
So
Then they made a game called The Farmers, which apparently didn't do well according to Metacritic.
Ugh.
And after The Farmers, they just worked on a bunch of Oculus Rift games.
Huh. Yeah, because I remember the Order 1886 looked good, but that's it.
But, I mean, it did poorly. So
Yeah.
after because before the Order 1886, they just did the God of Wars. Daxter was apparently their first game.
Really?
The Wii version of Okami, and then all those were good. And then after all that, it just went to shit with the Order 1886 being their first bad thing.
Yeah.
And
Because that
then
was
I don't even know what the Farmers is, but that also scored poorly.
because fucking the Order was hyped as fuck because it looked amazing, and then
I
it's
remember
it's like a 2-hour game.
I didn't remember the meme. It's people call it the rental 8086.
Yeah.
But after they moved on to the Oculus, their games have been doing pretty well.
Okay. Well, at least
Like,
they're still
they're still a thing. They're not dead.
yeah,
They're still working on games. It's just more Oculus Rift games.
which is fine as long as they're they're still in business.
Yeah, their Oculus Rift games are doing well according to the scores. And again, they're still making stuff, so they're still in business. Oh, that explains. Their parent company is Oculus Studios.
Oh, okay. So they were bought by Oculus.
Yeah, they were bought it by Oculus in 2020.
So by Facebook, pretty much.
Yeah, Daxter was their first game ever, and then they just did a bunch of God of War side games and the collection, and Okami for the Wii, randomly. An interesting portfolio of games. Actually interesting because a lot of our games are side games.
Huh. Yeah, because I remember Daxter takes place right at the beginning of Jak 2.
It's between Jak 1 and Jak 2 because Jak was in the prison.
Yeah. No,
Getting
it's literally at the
dark,
very
dark
beginning of. It's really at the very beginning of Jak 2.
Yeah, because that's when Jak got captured and Daxter ran away.
And then he finally learned how to talk. His beautiful words.
Still practice.
There we go.
Yeah, because I think the time skip, the time part's been 2 years later or something. When Jak 2 starts. After he gets free and does his talking, I will kill practice on him.
Yeah. I think that's how it ends, if I recall.
Yeah, because that's literally the end
beginning,
of
yeah.
Jak 2. It's just the start of Jak 2. Literally, Jak 1 to Jak 2.
And then it's only 2 characters from Jak 2 appear in Daxter. Everyone else is original for 5 minutes. and never get mentioned again.
Yeah, this is weird. It's also like it also I never played Daxter, but apparently that game takes place over the course of like 2 years or however long that time gap is between Jak 1 and 2.
Yeah, because it starts off with Daxter at a bar, like just retelling some of the stories of the first one. And of course, since it's Daxter, like it's all fucking like Daffy to him. And then he falls asleep and becomes Neo from the Matrix. And
I feel like
Braveheart.
the stories of his adventures in Jak 1 should make sense as they're in the future now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because the whole.
Yeah, because they time travel to the future, to the dystopia that is Haven City.
Which is in the past. Because
So
you see,
that's
like,
when
because you
Jack-
see Baby Jack and shit like that.
Well, no, Jack was born in the future, and then he was sent to the past because of the events of Jack 2. Like that's how his life is. So that was supposed to happen. Time travel plots.
Yeah.
Really, the only difference was Thor doing his, "Oh, I'm gonna kill this baby because it's you, Jack." Shit, that's really the only difference.
I need to sit down and replay through the Jack and Daxter series, but God of War is the important thing at the moment. There was a lot of PlayStation 2 era games that I just need to replay, or that I actually even play. The Ratchet and Clank, like the Ratchet and Clank series, is one of them still.
I feel like the PlayStation 2 had a lot of different series that you're like bound to like miss some of them.
Linnaeus? What the fuck is this guy?
He is also a Spartan ghost,
I don't think so, but
but it's in the name of the game, the subtitle.
He was part of the Halo.
Don't. I love the final boss of Halo. Halo.
I like how the main game is like they named the game after the area, and then like, all right, you never go back to that area. Well, you go to parts of Halo, like in other games.
All of Halo 1 took place on Halo,
Yeah,
and some of Halo 2 took place on Halo, and then some of Halo 3 took place in Halo.
like whatever floating pieces like were alive were still there.
Well, there's more than one ring, so you go to different rings.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of makes it interesting because like Halo itself is just environment. Like in Halo 2, it was cool how you just explored Earth cities, even though it was only for like the one mission. It was still kind of cool.
the E3 mission.
Yeah. Because if everything just took place on Halo, then you'll just be going through like forest and snow and desert. And the only piece of like architecture is like the Forerunner.
Or the bases and stuff like that. Yeah.
Like, come on, you gotta add it variety. You gotta have the spaceship level and the Earth level. Honestly, probably my favorite missions are the ones that take place on Earth.
You hear about the canceled Warthog run that was supposed to be in the second game?
Yeah, because every Halo, well, at least in the trilogy, I haven't played 4 and onwards. Every Halo game had a Warthog run at the end of the game.
And
Except
2, but it was in the game, but it was never properly coded. It was never finished.
Well, the problem also was the last mission in Halo was a Arbiter mission.
Yeah. And then, sir, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna finish the fight. And
Which,
credits.
I mean, like the Arbiter can drive a Warthog, but like doesn't really fit, especially from where that mission takes place.
Yeah. But nothing beats just hearing the dun 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 while fucking driving.
Yeah.
That's why I love Halo. It's why I love Halo. It's why I love Halo 1 and 3. Just like that final Warthog run, I'm like, man, just.
I like the Warthog run in 1, strangely.
I did too,
Well,
but
it's
the
kinda weird
Warhawk
because
controls
it
in
had-
1 are awful.
I mean, I like it better than 3 because like the problem with 1's Warthog section is that there's a lot of narrow spaces you have to drive through because it's basically just like a narrow like highway tunnel.
Yeah.
with like some open areas. The problem I have with 3 is that there's a lot of RNG with the debris.
Oh yeah. And then there's the whole bullshit with the like enemies that are still shooting at you and shit.
Yeah. And there's enemy that shoot at you in the hill one.
Yeah, but it's not as bad. But then that's where
Well-
they always hide the fucking like the singing grunt.
The not a singing grunt, but it's a grunt that's like complaining about life or something.
Yeah.
It's also because Halo 1, the vehicles don't get destroyed. So it's not as annoying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's true. Good old classic flipping the warthog with a grenade.
No, flip the tank.
Oh.
I still love in Halo 3 the elephant, which is just like
yeah.
the huge like transport vehicle.
And then you flip it upside down somehow, and then it's just like, what?
Like, how the hell did you do this? You can't flip that. How did you do that?
Ah, shut up.
Yeah. Also, because when Halo 3 was the current game, when they announced the Vidmaster achievements, the one where you had to do the final level, I have a vendetta against the final Warthog run because we were almost done, but we got a checkpoint as someone was dying because of bad debris RNG, so we couldn't beat it.
Fuck.
And we never got the achievement because of it.
The worst feeling.
We were doing so well up until that point too, just because of RNG bullshit and bad checkpoint timing. Wait, you remember that Vidmaster achievement, right?
Yeah.
So like you had to play on Legendary, the final level on Legendary, with the Iron Skull on.
Mm-hmm. You can't take any
With,
damage and all that fun shit.
And you had to have 4 people because you had to do a full co-op run.
Yeah.
And with that skull on, if anybody dies, you revert back to the last checkpoint. And then another thing you have to do is everyone has to ride a ghost during the Warthog run. So basically everyone was on their own. Which means you have 4 individual people dealing with RNG debris, which makes it the worst thing ever.
Fun fact, this Titan isn't actually a Titan, it isn't actually a character in Greek mythology.
So this is like a homegrown.
This is a this game's like created character.
Okay.
But the name does derive from a volcano over in Greece that is said to have erupted during the island of Crete.
So he's not real.
She's not real. It's just the personification of the volcano.
So this game is not canon.
You could say that.
This game, look, like
God of War LG.
God of War, like Genji, the Lost Blade. It's about accurate, like actual fights that happen in Greek mythology, like in Greek.
Yeah, I remember that God called it. I remember that Spartan called Kratos that just killed Zeus.
Yeah, you also
And
fight
all
a
the
giant
other
enemy crab. We were hit its weak points for massive damage. Game Boy, have you seen that video?
Yes.
I love that. that
He
old,
has to attack at 3 points from that. I mean, it's been referenced so much in like other games and media. It's hard not to.
yeah.
There's just certain things that's hard not to see, even if you try. But sometimes you can succeed in trying and you'll never see it. But yeah, I feel like PlayStation 2 in particular had a lot of like series that kind of just popped up during that console generation that you could just easily miss because there's just so much. Like the big 3 I played and knew were Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Dexter, and Sly Cooper.
Okay. I only played through.
There's also God of War, obviously, and Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
And there's probably some other ones that I can't think of because I haven't played them.
For me, it was mostly Jack and Daxter, and then like the OG Grand Theft Auto stuff.
Because like I said, I only played the first God of War game, and I haven't played any Devil May Cry games. And then there's even like games that you can catch up from the PlayStation 1, like even though they kind of went bad when they reached the PS2 era with Crash and Spyro,
Yeah.
because Enter the Dragonfly was bad. And
I love that game though.
it's broken though.
Exactly. I had fun
Oh,
with
okay.
it.
You play like Sonic 06, got it.
Yes.
Enter the Dragonfly is basically the Sonic 06 of Spyro. And I don't mean that like it's a bad game. Well, it is a bad game, but like it's not programmed.
Was that
Like,
the third one,
Sonic
or?
That's the fourth one.
Okay, that was the PS2 one, right?
Yeah. I'm talking about the
PS2.
game like when they transitioned to the PS2. So for Crash, it would be Wrath of Cortex.
Okay.
Which honestly, that wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't as good as the PlayStation 1 games.
I heard Crash Over Mutant's actually not that bad, or Mind Over Mutant.
That one was. I mean, I haven't played the one past Wrath of Cortex because like after Wrath of well, during the PS2 onwards, Crash and Spyro kind of just jump between companies.
Yeah, because it was owned by he's owned by Activision.
Yeah, because Crash was originally Naughty Dog and Spyro was originally Insomniac, but now it's like
Well, they were both
PS2 onward, they kind of just jump between companies. That's why like a lot of games where every release was quite different between each other.
Yeah. Is that also is that back in the day they were owned by Universal? So
Yes.
because I remember looking through Google Maps and looking at Universal Studios Hollywood, and near the Terminator ride there was like a dude wearing Spyro and Crash like costumes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And like, and then there's like obviously other games that transition from PS1 to PS2, like Final Fantasy, and
Resident
some
Evil.
other one. Yeah, Resident
That transitioned to Dreamcast first before anything, but yeah.
yeah.
Hey, what how can you say that Enter the Dragonfly is a bad game when you got Farmer Joe?
Is that the guy from Balam? I can't
I
see
don't
the
know
chat,
anything
so
about that game, so I can't make any comment. But apparently, it's like a train wreck of a game.
Balam, yeah.
Farmer Joe.
Is like
We
actually
got
is this like the
rednecks.
fucking Dog's Life game that you used to talk about?
What do you mean?
The fuck is wrong with him?
What do you mean?
But like out of like all my friends and like people that have like grown up or at least extensively played their PlayStation 2, I don't think I ever met someone that played like all like the big boy series on that console.
Yeah, everyone that I knew like always at least played one of them though.
Yeah, but never all of them. Maybe like 1, 2, maybe 3.
But never like all of them at the same. Yeah.
But they have cows though.
Like I really like Ratchet and Clank. That's probably my favorite PS2 series. But I rarely found. I think I knew like one other person that played that series.
I had a friend who was really into the series. He's the one who showed me Ratchet and Clank, but he was also a Ratchet and Clank fan and a Jack and Daxter fan. So that's how I got into this series.
Well, like, because Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter were friendly rivals. They reference each other in pretty much almost every game except the first one, because that's the game they started.
Yeah, well, if I recall, there's like a photo of like Jak and Daxter in like the second Ratchet game,
Yeah.
right?
Except the first game, I think every game on the PS2, they have a reference to each other somewhere, like a cameo appearance.
I know in the new Ratchet and Clank, there's a cameo of Jak and Daxter.
The PS5 one?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
It's-
just kind of find it weird how like I barely know anyone who like played Ratchet and Clank because like it's the only series that's still technically ongoing today.
Yeah, which is surprising.
Like I would at least like think I could like find someone to at least play the PS3 games or something. But no, like I only knew like the one person.
It's also like the only one that actually got a proper movie series too.
Well, I think I only happened one movie,
Yeah,
but like that was I haven't watched it, but it's like not that great.
I saw a bit of it at my old job, and I found it fine.
I mean, I guess for a video game, it's probably fine. Like it didn't do awful, but it didn't do great.
What Sony wanted, yeah.
And like the video game that's about the movie about the game. I mean, it's fine. I find it inoffensive. It's fine, but I can see why people didn't like it.
I mean, it's also done by Insomniac, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it was done by the people who know Ratchet and Clank. What actually?
Like it's fine, but people say it's not as good as the original. But like it's serviceable.
Is that the cow?
I can see why
Yeah.
why people don't like the remake. Because the movie/game is based off the first game.
What is wrong with that cow?
What do you
So
mean?
they literally say the movie based off the game, not based off the movie, or something like that.
It's like Street Fighter, the movie, the game.
Well, because they did that whole thing where the movie is based off the first game, but we're also making a game that's based off the movie, which is based off the first game.
In the first game, does like Captain Quark like betray, like the?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so yeah, it's pretty much yeah.
Because the movie is a retelling of the first game,
Mm-hmm.
and then the remake of the first game, goes with the movie.
Okay.
So how they did it, because like it's not really a plot twist because you kind of.
I was looking at my other fucking TV screen.
Wow, you just got hate.
Yeah, I'm like,
I like how these checkpoints are literally at the moment right before you die.
which I'm okay with. Keeps the pace of the game. Well, this is also a PSP game, so it makes sense. Like right
Like,
next.
come on, you can at least make him do that. Like, come on, you can at least make him go through that whole sidle section again.
Fonzie,
But
I want to do a Let's Play of Dog's Life.
I mean, I'm not stopping you, but I'm not doing it.
Why?
I have my reasons.
Why?
I don't want to see a dog eat its own shit.
I do.
Oh, you would love Slime Rancher, then. You literally collect poops from slime.
Yeah, Ashley
Oh,
plays
I-
Slam Ranch.
I played for good for a hot minute.
And you're supposed to collect the poop before they eat the poop.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry.
dogs.
I'm sorry. They're called splorts. My mistake.
Yeah, but in Dog's Life, it's like an actual log of shit.
Well, yeah, because it's a dog shit. Dog shits are kind of lumps of shit.
You also like kill a person at the end, right?
Yeah, you do, but you know, she's cunt.
You still kill a person.
All right, like I think I know that. I'm pretty sure they did that for like an awful game.
Yeah, they did, and I sent it to Ashley because the moment I saw like, oh god, they're playing this, and that game was fucking broken.
I remember seeing bits and pieces of it. I remember like the main bad guy falls in like a compressor or whatever.
Yeah, she falls into a fucking like a fucking
Yeah, it's like wow, this is a kids game, right?
If there's a game that I would play that has dogs in it, I would play what's it called?
Ten dogs.
Nintendo.
No. I would play that fucking 102 Dalmatians game I have on
No,
PS1.
you gotta play the Dog Island.
What about Kingdom Hearts 1? That's the 101 Dalmatians.
I've actually been thinking of playing through Kingdom Hearts 1 again.
Why?
Because I don't have the trophies for PS4.
Aren't the trophies shared?
No.
Interesting. Wait, but did you get all the trophies for the PS3 version then?
I got most of them. I got the final Zemnis. I got it like all the way up to the Zemnis battle. So I got the secret boss and stuff like that.
I'm like trying to think, like, are the trophies even different or are they like the same?
They're the same
Then why then?
because more trophy level means good.
I thought about getting some PlayStation Game just to increase my trophy count. But I was like, it's more convenient just to get it on Steam.
You know what fucking game that I can't find a copy of anywhere? Fucking Deadpool. Like, I'm actually trying to find a copy of Deadpool.
I forgot that. I played that game. Wow, what am I copying? That's weird.
Like, I'm either trying to
Yeah,
find it for 360, PS3, or PS4. Preferably PS4, because that version runs better, but...
You know what? I'd rather probably. Okay, well, technically PS3.
Okay.
And I think this was before I made my PlayStation 4, my PlayStation account, so like any trophies I got went to his account.
Okay.
Oh. It was an okay game. The only part I remember is slapping Wolverine a million times for a trophy.
So Kratos was responsible for the Minoans. Got it.
Battle with Scylla had shaken the very foundation.
Ah, shit. Did I do that?
Man,
Atlantis was
look, it's the apocalypse, specifically in Sparta though. This is happening
that
nowhere
mattered
else.
little to the ghost of Sparta.
You know, I always wonder about these like mythology specific games. Like, does this happen like all over the world, or just the specific area the mythology takes place?
I like the specific area because this is supposed to be because the island of Crete was also theorized to be like the lost city of Atlantis and shit like that.
I still love that
like-
Futurama episode of The Lost City of Atlanta,
Yeah, where it's,
where Fry fucks a mermaid.
yeah, well, he fucks
It's
a
like-
mermaid.
It does make me wonder because like some of these things should like, even though it takes place in like the specific area, I feel like some of the repercussions of certain things would affect the world.
I mean, that's why in some stories, something similar happens, like in Norse mythology, fucking
Yeah.
like Ragnarok was like, oh,
Yeah, but like whenever Poseidon fucks with the sea, that should affect like literally the whole world because the Earth is like 80% water.
I mean, that could also like explain some other things that happened. Like, oh, it was because of this god. Even though it's actually-
Whenever Zeus throws a lightning bolt, it actually like, and he misses, it just strikes somewhere and like.
It's just like somewhere random.
and,
yeah.
and then another god takes the credit. Like, oh,
Exactly. It's like Persona because Persona has a lot of different mythological gods and beings,
hmm.
and like, but we only focus in Japan. But what about the rest of the world? Why can't we go into the metaverse of America, which sounds awful?
I mean, you go to Hawaii.
Yeah, but we don't go into the metaverse in Hawaii.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I don't know. There's probably like another group of people that are going through a similar thing.
Like the only potential of internationalness we get in Persona is when you play the MMO in Persona 3, and even then, the friend you meet in the MMO is your teacher. So not even like an international friend. Well, actually, no. Persona 3 also has the foreign exchange student, but that still doesn't count because you're still in Japan.
Oh yeah, the French kid, right?
Yeah, Beeb, Bebe.
Beeb. It's just Beeb. What was it? Fucking an old friend I had. Because we were doing shit similar where it's like, oh, this one civilization was supposed to be like, you know, supposed to be existing to the present day. That's why the world is all shitty because if this civilization existed, then we wouldn't be all primitive and shit right now.
God, this place sticks already. To rewrite history yourself.
It's like, oh god, this place sucks. Yep, that's California. All right.
Like, well, that's because the one person who's supposed to make everything better doesn't exist, and nobody remembers they exist.
I prefer Japan. I don't know.
San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Did you
Yeah,
play?
it's just-
Did you play Kingdom Hearts 3 or no?
I played it. I did not finish it.
Okay, how far did you get?
The last world I did was Toy Story World.
Okay, cool. You didn't
So
get
that's
to.
literally the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you didn't do the worst stage. Was a fucking Arendelle.
Aaron, that's the.
That's the Frozen
Frozen.
world.
Oh yeah, I heard bad things about
It
that. Because
fucking
from what I heard,
sucks.
you climb the mountain and then you go back down the mountain and then you climb the mountain again. And you go back down.
Just like in the movie.
God, it's so fucking bad.
I love Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
And then the worst part is it's like it's so bullshit trying to stream because it plays fucking Let It Go like completely. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Nomura, you agree to this bullshit.
I'm just planning to play and finish that game when I just get to it and recording. And like it has Remind now, right? Is that DLC?
Yes, that is a DLC story that takes place after the main game.
Yeah, and it has like the super boss Mildora or something.
Yeah. The Sweet Life of Zack. Or
Yeah.
Cody, I don't know, one of those two.
They're the same person.
Yeah.
I'll just do that when I get to that eventually in a few years. I finally got to Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door after 2 years of doing the first one.
Dolphin's been trying to find a copy of it, but he's like, I'm not going to spend $100 on that GameCube game. I'm like, I don't blame you.
I remember I got my copy during high school, and it was like GameStop price because I got it at GameStop.
Yeah, I got mine in middle school. I got it new at a Target because when it was like $20.
It's a player's choice copy, but I don't care because
Hey.
I never had a copy.
Yeah, like,
I still can't believe that I first met you in middle school.
yeah. 10 years ago.
God, it's 2022.
Yep.
About to be, anyways.
What are we?
We're in the
What are we?
last third- we're in the last
70%?
third of the year.
What are we? 70% done with 2020, 2021?
We're in the last third of the year, so
Yeah.
About.
Oh shit!
If
Pre
not
Dawn Bobcat. I
70%,
didn't
then-
notice you followed me. Thank you for the follow. My notifications didn't go off. That's weird.
You know, I did a stream. I was streaming something 2 or 3 weeks ago, and someone rated me, and they were like, "Why don't you have alerts or things on your stream? Why don't you have anything on your stream?" It's like
Because no one
Make
likes me.
that, and like I don't feel the need to. I don't have a big enough following to do that.
I didn't think people would actually pay attention.
It's also like one of those like I understand Twitch culture, like not fully, but a good amount. But
Yeah,
it's like,
I still don't understand Twitch culture.
but it's like it's so like there are things about Twitch streaming that's so different from like just a YouTube video, and it's annoying when just most things are just Twitch clips brought onto YouTube. Because when I went through like a week of making shit posts on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw.
I saw.
And one of the difficult things for some of them, because some of them were 14 shit posts, and one of the most difficult things was finding like clean footage of the game.
Because they're all like Twitch streams or fucking
Yeah.
like
They're
guide
they're
videos
either
with like watermarks.
They're either guides, memes, or just Twitch clips. So it's like full of like alerts or whatever and whatnot and overlays. It's like, God, I'm just thinking, how has no one just put a video of the intro of a dungeon?
Has it been fucking? How long does it take for Chris to shower?
Oh,
Well, he-
no, probably
that's
as
what-
long
yeah,
as you go in the bathroom and take a shower at the same
Yeah,
time.
shower and eat. So he probably has a steak dinner in the shower.
Yeah. Like Gura,
He's
he
wondering why he's
he
getting
just
dog
eats
dating.
he just
Like,
eats his
everyone.
pizza that fell into the water.
I love when Gura eats pizza.
Yeah. We're just like, yeah, she ate wet pizza. I was like, Gura, please.
And
I-
pizza is pizza.
Also, like,
According to her.
I like how fucking Fonzie's been trying to get Dolphin to convert into VTubers.
Why would you do that? A friend converted me into VTuber. That was the biggest mistake of my life. Now I can't stop.
But at least Dolphin has like willpower. He's like, no, I don't want to. But
He's
Fonzie's
into
trying.
enough. He's into gotchas, and VTubers is like another.
Kratos, you're
and
yelling at a
like,
statue. Please.
Like don't put him in that rabbit hole.
He's trying not.
He's already into gotcha
Yeah.
and
the other
obscure JRPGs. Like, I think that's enough torture.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was in a I was in a phone call.
Don't let your rage kill. Like, one. Like, all right, jeez. All right, fine,
Oh man, you killed a statue.
asshole.
I know you're trying to make sure it's not a gargoyle, but seriously, you can't just break every statue you come across. You're the soft on it. It was too soft to live.
An hour in, we're still getting tutorials.
Did you get the tutorial on how to move?
I got a tutorial on how to move on the fucking rope.
I remember when you got the tutorial to attack when you're in a quick time event.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it has like very specific triggers that you're not triggering early. That's a programming part that's kind of hard to get around.
We.
You. I need to boot up my Wii U again, and just like mass purchase a bunch of virtual console games.
Or you can just mod your Wii U and just.
I was gonna say, or Fonzie's gonna tell you how to mod it.
Yeah, it's not that hard anymore. Because you just need one. You just need Brain Age, and then you're just set. You can just mod anything on the Wii U.
A physical Brain Age or
No, digital, like the digital eShop. It's actually the top sold like virtual console game
I
on
wonder
it.
why. And you
Yeah.
also make your Wii U a GameCube machine.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty easy.
I don't know. I find some of those modding videos because like I tried to do the Vita one from a long time ago, and like I had a hard time getting it to work, so I'm like very wary of it.
Just pay Fonzie to do it for you.
Yeah, just bring it here. I'll do it within like a couple minutes.
Yeah, like the Wii U has a bunch of things to do to it. So this HDMI, it makes it super easy to like record and stuff.
Yeah, without using fucking emulators like on GameCube.
And, like, yeah, when I was going through, I was recording 1000 Year Door, but I had to do it on the Wii because that's the only thing I can play it on. I'm not using it. I don't have the emulator. I was too lazy to set up the emulator
Yeah.
with the ROM because I'm trying to do that with the 3DS emulator. I just learned how to like set it up, and I'm still having a hard time.
Fonzie,
What?
did you eat that dog?
I yeeted a lot of dogs into the
No,
grinder.
it looked like that dog like yeeted away from existence.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, Kratos does that sometimes. It's just
Like
how he is.
I swear to God, I saw that dog like semi-glitch through like the middle of the screen.
I kind of want
through
Kratos'
it.
voice actors to go yeet.
Yeet, bitch.
Maybe he's one of those voice actors where he will say stuff if you pay him enough.
Oh yeah, the cameo voice actors.
Like
David Hayter.
yeah, like David.
David Hayter, Jesse Douglas. All those guys.
Because they'll do it. They're like, hey, it's money. So.
And I'm just saying.
Hey,
words.
no problems with
So
it.
not gonna lie, when David Hayter did that dummy pick fucking line, it kind of looked like he was semi-uncomfortable a bit.
I don't blame. A lot of fucking like Metal Gear fans have made him like say a lot of weird shit. And then he also got in trouble for the fucking. He didn't get in trouble, but like, someone got in trouble for the good ass Tekken Solid Snake thing because people thought it was a fucking reveal.
Voice actors need to be paid more.
Yeah, they do. They do a fantastic job.
Voice actors is so like under appreciated. And then people go on a shit ride when the direction isn't good.
Like, they're like, you're not doing your job. Ugh.
When I think about like good voice acting but bad voice direction, I think of two games: the Bravely games, especially Bravely Default,
Oh,
and Xenoblade 2.
I was curious about Bravely Default, but like the whole voice direction in that fucking game, I'm like,
It's
I
like
can't.
the voice acting is good in those games. It's the direction that's bad.
I know.
People don't know the difference, so they make a big deal about
Like,
this
oh,
game. This game's
why
voice
are they
acting is bad.
acting
It's
like that? Why are they saying it like that? Well, they were kind of being told to.
Is it because Ring a Bell? It's because of Ring a Bell.
Honestly, Ring a Bell probably has one of the better voice directions out of all the characters.
Oh yeah, ring a ding dong.
But I feel like playing the flirt character is kind of easy. Wow, you just murdered him. But you didn't kill him, you just murdered him.
Oh,
Bless you.
I
thank you.
swear, I don't know what video it was. It was like the most retarded conversation because they were talking about is it really murder? When you murder somebody, you're not really killing them or some shit like that. I can't remember.
Some of my favorite like Twitter videos is when someone just randomly decides to record like a Discord conversation, and
Those
it's
are
just
fun.
some of the dumbest conversation topics. But I was like, yeah, you do that with friends sometimes. Just have dumb discussions.
It's fun.
Yeah, I think my favorite was when someone recorded a Discord conversation. I forgot. It was about food. I remember that much. But instead of just like recording the Discord conversation, they also converted like the the conversation into the Phoenix Wright like
Oh,
conversation
I know what you're
maker.
talking about. You're talking about Lunchables, the
Yeah,
Lunchables one.
Lunchable with like the microwave and stuff.
Yeah, they're like, do
Do you microwave your
do you,
Lunchables or something like that? And
you
like they
like,
converted the Discord call into that Phoenix Wright like text maker.
I
Like,
fucking love. I fucking love that Phoenix Wright text maker thing because some
yeah,
of them are so fucking
it's,
good.
it's so good. It's so simple too. You just put text in, and then you put in like the character and animation.
Yeah,
It's like that person is a genius for making that.
I think my favorite one is like the real time one.
So which one?
There's like an actual real time one, and I forgot what the fuck it is, but like I'm trying to remember. It's like a real time one. It's actually like you can have different characters, so you have like Adachi from fucking like Persona and all that shit.
Oh, I do not know that.
All right, Gorgon.
Golden Soul.
Okay.
I don't know, Fonzie, did you microwave your pizza Lunchable?
No,
No, specifically, do you do it at school? Because I think the other half of the conversation is like, do you have microwaves at the school that you use?
They're like, yeah, you didn't have a microwave in your school? They're like, no, what the fuck?
I want
There's
to look.
a,
I mean, it's probably on YouTube too, but I don't feel like
we had a microwave in our high school. Remember, Fonzie?
I don't think
Did
there was
we?
any microwaves.
Yeah.
I don't think any of my schools have microwaves.
Because in the morning, kids, either in the morning or during lunchtime, kids would actually bring their they bought the cup noodles.
Oh yeah. I remember.
And there was a microwave, and all you had to do was
Ask the
You-
lunch ladies, hey, can you microwave this?
no, like there was a microwave on
Yeah, like near the edge. I remember.
like a little like table, and it had like condiments and a microwave and shit like that.
I know my elementary school didn't have a microwave. I don't recall a microwave in middle and high school. But I also like almost never ate lunch during middle or high school because I was the kid who just saved as much money.
What was it, Ashley, for you? I remember it was the spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah, me and my friend.
Renee also liked that shit too.
So every, I think it was like every couple of days per week, they have somebody like with a booth, and they sold like these spicy chicken sandwiches.
And
But, like-
I miss chicken sandwiches.
But like the cool thing that everybody did, apparently it was the cool thing to do, is also get like a nacho dip and dip the chicken sandwich into the nacho cheese dip.
There was also the same thing with pizza. With the Papa John's pizza they used to have.
That sounds radically unhealthy.
It was, but it's high school, so it was
I
fine.
feel like only you did that, Fonzie.
No, I wasn't the only one.
I wasn't the only one.
Well, I was diagnosed is probably the wrong word, but I'll just say diagnosed with high cholesterol. So I'm on a diet now.
That is the right word. I mean, if a doctor tells you, hey, you have high
So if a
cholesterol.
doctor says it, it's a diagnosis.
I mean, it is a diagnosis, though.
I have high cholesterol.
Something
I
ever,
can just say the doctor told me I have high cholesterol.
something similar happened with fucking Dolphin, who almost died in my fucking house because of shit like that.
You're telling me.
I mean, like, high cholesterol is just a thing I've dealt with all my life. Like, I feel like literally like every other visit, it'll be like one visit, like, oh, you have it, and then next visit, oh, it's down low anymore, you're good.
I
And
felt
then
like
keeps going.
I felt like I had that today because I felt like I almost passed out in the fucking Tommy's.
Yeah, atomic. So like I know how to deal with it. Like my weight actually fluctuates a lot because as a kid I was a really skinny boy, and then like between elementary and middle school I was a very fat boy, and then between middle and high school I mean I still had a little bit of fat, but my weight was uh underweight, like underweight levels,
Mm.
and then like high school to middle of college I was like a little overweight, and then I was like average between college to like a year after college, and now I'm like somewhat average, a little overweight now. Like when I went to the doctor to check my weight, I was 185 pounds. But I have like a fat belly because I eat a lot of very high fat foods.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think my peak weight was like almost 300.
When I saw my weight was like under 200, it's like that doesn't sound healthy. But
I-
apparently my BMI is like on the border of like average and overweight.
Mm.
But again, BMI is not really a good indicator of things.
Well, the thing with Fonzie, yeah, you're actually more muscle mass than you are fat.
I have the fat belly, but yeah,
You have fat tummy, but like most of the weight I would say would be in your legs because those your legs are built like fucking tree trunks.
yeah, I literally have like like actual great thighs, which is weird
My
as fuck.
leg, I feel like my legs are like fat and muscle too. Because my legs are like particularly big.
Not my thighs, the meat under like
Calves?
yeah, my calves are like firm as fuck.
Yeah.
I bring the case.
Oh man, can you use that guy as a nunchuck?
Oh, sweet, that would be a weapon.
Hold on, I need to play that video.
Honestly, like this looks like a D&D moment. Like roll initiative to use the guy split in half, except his intestines are still connecting him as a nunchuck.
A message to the ghost of Sparta. Labor begins.
Is that your brother?
You'll inflict bleeding damage if you connect with the enemy.
Awaits the ghost.
Death awaits the ghost of Sparta. He will never
Blech.
get the skull. Which skull? Because if it's iron, fuck iron.
Anki Kratos.
Blind also sucks.
I will kill you, brother.
But I shall also love you with all of my heart. All right, hold on. I need to play that fucking video. Yep.
But yeah, I need to change. I'm unironically gonna go vegan now for a little bit.
Where is that? Hold on. Where is it?
Is this gonna be before or after the Taco Bell wedding?
Well, I'm gonna do it now, and then when I get to the wedding, I'm gonna go all out. So I'll be reasonably safe,
Because
and then I'll
everybody,
go on the diet again after.
because all of everybody gets a Taco 12-pack.
I mean, you could. I mean, depending what
I can't
get,
find the
I could
video.
get-
What the fuck?
Depending on what I could get a low cholesterol because it's mainly just cholesterol. Everything else is
Scroll
fine.
down. You skipped it.
Because
I know.
cholesterol is actually
I
easy
know,
to
that's over.
identify. It says any animal product, any animal item. You're showing your desktop, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find the fucking.
Your secrets
Oh,
are
here.
out.
Yeah, here
Right there.
it is.
Now everybody knows you have GOG
Yeah, that's fine. I have GOG and like,
and Adobe and Quake. How dare you have Quake?
bro, Quick is the best.
We would like to
Come on.
Oh no!
call
now,
to the
now you're
stand
showing,
the
now you're
crown
showing you have
witness.
streamer mode.
Hold on, fucking full. I can't. God damn it! Hold on. PC. Yeah. Capture cursor. There we go. I need to do this. Just, I fucking love it.
You have to start it over,
There it
Fonzie.
is.
Like to call to the stand the crown witness.
Crown I'm
Your
glad
Honor, we
there's
rest our
subtitles.
case.
I fucking love that photo. I fucking love that video. It's like. Right there. I'll move this back over here.
Vaughn, when you're done screen, I need to show you this channel I recently discovered.
For what?
Or it's just a channel that the algorithm recommended to me on YouTube.
Oh.
He basically just finds like meme like text images like Tumblr post or like Yahoo Answers or whatever.
Was that the one like that said the silence one?
Oh, the
anxiety?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, that one was pretty good.
So he literally just finds like things on the internet that he could just voice over. He could do like a lot of voices, and it's really good. The anxiety one is great. I made a song about anxiety. As you can see, it's nothing but silence, but it keeps getting faster. This is stressing me out.
Yeah, it's a good video.
I think my favorite one when he's advertising for a fake game. That someone just like Photoshop. Oh, look. But yeah, Taco Bell has some like low calorie cholesterol. I think people get calories and cholesterol confused very often. There we go.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. We are resorting to
Resorting to
violence.
violence. From the makers of holy shit. Contains 12 helpings of death.
You know, if you like that kind of humor, fucking, we have a place here called Omega Mart, and it's just like food products that are just like that.
Oh, I heard about Omega Mart.
Yeah.
It's like a social experiment business.
In a way, yeah. But like everything's pretty much just smubby there, so.
It's just off
It's
of
like,
off-brand brands.
I mean, like the employees there act weird.
So like a regular grocery store, yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like they're trying to do a bit. Like it's literally like for the memes.
Which is fine. That same place has like a big, like has a barcade, so like I can't complain.
Scarlet, he's come back to the land of Digimon.
He got out of his computer finally.
Hey Digimon,
Now he's
hey
looking at
Digimon, monster friends to the boys and girls. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon,
How far
I'm
are
leaving.
how far are you two in?
champions
watching
of the digital world.
I just started season 3.
Oh, Tamers, the ones with
Yeah,
a
the
shit
depression
ton of
one.
porn. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with all the porn and all the depression.
And the card game. You can't forget about the card game.
Digi modify. I fucking love that fucking.
Matrix Evolution.
Again, until Data Squad happens, I swear the cast gets younger and younger each season.
I mean, they're in elementary school in season 3, right?
I think they're in elementary school in season 4 too.
They're in elementary school in season 1 too.
Yeah.
So regardless, they're all young.
They're all babies.
Their character designed to look younger. I don't know.
They're designed in a way that makes them look like actual like fucking younger than elementary.
An actual baby.
No, the most baby look is the one from the first fucking movie. That's
Oh,
like
yeah.
that's the most baby.
Yeah, because they're actually like what 4 years old.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
actually like little kids. Like TK is an actual baby.
And then there's fucking oh
TK
dude,
and Kari.
that first fucking movie is by far the best shit ever. Cuz it's just a fucking kaiju battle.
It's
Like
a kaiju battle.
it's
Yeah.
great. And then you watch the fucking English dub and they ruined it completely.
Well,
do you mean?
yeah,
You don't like
because the
Digimon?
English dub was like, hey, we want to fit in like, what, like one 60-minute movie, one 40-minute movie, and one 20-minute movie.
You guys like
in,
Smash Mouth?
in like 80 minutes.
The Game Boy, you do not diss on the soundtrack.
Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. We got Smash Mouth.
Smash Mouth.
God, that whole movie was just Fonzie's playlist. I'm like, all right, cool. If I wanted to listen to this, I just listened to it in Fonzie's car. All right, cool.
If I want to listen to this, I can just watch this movie.
Oh no, season 2 is not as good. Definitely
No.
not.
Definitely not.
They had a different cast. Who wants that?
No, that's not the problem. The problem is the fact that it's not just the fact of a different cast, it's the fact that after the Digimon Kaiser arc, the writers kind of like have no idea where to go.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember what happened to season 2. I don't even remember
There's
who the
a
main
one
bad guy was.
there's a one episode where Kari goes into the dark world.
Oh, that's
which is
the plot that
written
just
by
gets
the Tamer's writer, by the way.
and then that fucking whole plot thing just gets dropped. I remember.
Yes, exactly.
They just
And
like
he
never
apparently
mentioned it again.
wanted them. He wanted them to like use that as like the next plot thread. None of them got that idea though. They're like, oh, okay, that just happened. Anyway, we're gonna throw out like our Kenemon and Mummymon, and they're just gonna be our Team
Yeah,
Rocket
I don't
for
like
the
remember
while.
any. I don't remember any of like the main plot points or villains in season 2.
Yeah, because season 2 was just boring.
I
The only thing
still
I
think
remember was like Digimon Kaiser, and that's it. And that's like the first 20 episodes.
Like, I don't remember it even having like a focus for anything.
and I think the dumbest shit is how the first bad guy just becomes good.
Well, I'm okay with like trying to do something like that.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was done well in season 2. In 02.
They could have done a bit better, which is why it's like maybe you should have done like something with that Dark World plot, because clearly him and Kari have some connection there, I guess. But God, the fucking Dark Spores, like
Yeah, we know the Darknet is a good idea because Mega Man Battle Network actually did it right with the Undernet.
Oh man, fucking.
Yeah, Digimon 02 is by far the, I would say the I wouldn't call it the worst one. I haven't seen Fusion.
Black Sheep.
Yeah, it's because they were still riding the hype off the first one, because that's when they saw that the first Digimon was popular. Air quotes.
It's weird because like the first one like it's like basically a sequel to the first season because like the old cast is there and TK and Kari
Yeah, they're all
is part of
useless.
that cast, but like they're just older now.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
you know how
they're all
fucking
useless.
you know how TK and like Kari have like OP Digimon. Yeah, they're not as OP as anymore. Like
Dumb. It's so dumb.
Anjumon
Well, they
is so
did evolve into
fucking
something else now.
dumb.
Yeah, they did evolve into something else now, right? In season
They
2.
digivolve into like fucking.
like
Yeah, I
fair,
remember,
Rift
I
or whatever.
remember Galcamon turned into a Sphinx looking thing.
which looks fucking awful.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, you know the cat, she turns into a fucking sphinx.
I mean, cat. But
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
becomes
in
a
season
fucking
1 she turns
Sphinx.
into Angel Woman.
Which is like, alright, cool. This little like potato rat.
It's the girl version of the OP. Digimon.
Yeah, like the potato bat becomes a fucking angel, which is alright, I guess.
Like, all right, cool, furry bait.
Agumon gets shafted the entire series. Every fucking main character from season
Is
one
it furry?
except
It's
for
an
Kari
angel.
and
Is angel
TK.
considered furry now? Oh, I was responding to Ashley. Because
Wait,
she
what?
Said furry, she said furry bait.
No, that's Renamon
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
Tigers.
We're talking
Like
about Angel
unironically,
Woman.
like not.
No, Angel Woman's just like waifu.
He's literally just an angel.
Yeah.
She's just a woman.
Yeah.
With big titties. Heyo.
I don't even remember them being that big in the
Yeah,
show.
I don't remember.
In Anarch, yes.
I don't remember
They're not
either.
dead.
Yeah.
But,
No, no,
but
man,
I don't
those are
think they're
like
that big.
B cup tier.
Well, like I'm pretty sure that's like one of like 2 sets of titty you see in the show. The other being Lady Devimon.
You know the point where they fucking just go in like a fucking smack fight?
What was all right? So what was after Data Squad? Because I stopped at Data Squad.
Data Squad was Rise Greymon.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about like what came after Data Squad. That's
Fusion X Ross Wars.
okay. And then the new try, right?
And Arc
Yes.
D. Oh wait.
That's when Try happened.
I have not
Then
heard good things about
shortly
Try.
after
That's
Try. They made the Kizuna movie or whatever.
yeah.
And now we're finally getting another Digimon anime.
God.
Literally next month.
Digimon 2. Finally, the Digimon series.
Are we getting O2 too?
No.
Try to.
No, it's called like Ghost something.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost
No.
Digimon.
It's like Ghost Squad or something.
Where the Digimon die and turn into death.
Which is weird because like the way fucking Digimon like happens like because you get Tamers, which is dark as fuck, and then you go to what's it called, Frontier, which is actually it's like a really good adventure one. It does have its dark moments, but I think it's still fairly pretty. I think that one holds up better.
Remember, this is the same writer from like 02, or like Tamers' writer like did a lot of dark shit for like young kids too.
Yeah.
Like
You want
even fucking
shit-
02, like he quite literally just goes, "Oh hey, the plot point for this one episode for Kari and the Dark World is that these fucking fishmen want to literally make her their bride and just yeah."
And then there's
Make
and
her
then
have
there's
fish
in
babies.
and then there's in Tamers where
yes,
fucking
Read her.
I think the worst one is like the death of Leomon in Tamers. That one, like what happens in there when fucking Takato fucking takes the other Digivice, like when his Digivice breaks, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like this is a kid's show.
You gotta remember that in Japan, sometimes they go, "Man, this is a kid's show," but
Yeah.
It's okay. Japan doesn't have rated T for teen.
Fucking like it's so weird like going from like the Japanese dub like translation and like their like the actual English translation. You're like, holy shit.
Wait, you don't like it, Fonzie?
Oh no, I love how shit the English version is.
I mean, oh, you're about to fall off during that
Sit
tutorial.
for hey Digimon, so I can't really talk.
Localization does that. Like a lot of like rated E games turn rated E because they just change things in the dialogue or whatever. Or they
Yeah.
just edit things in general.
For Digimon, genuinely, like there are times, like even like, yeah, in the when I was watching like season 1 off of like what fucking Hulu,
All right.
even I was like, there are times when there are like, all right, you just kind of fell off there.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool, thanks, game.
You tried to speedrun it and you failed.
Yeah.
I feel like you're trying to grab onto the ledge and the game just went. No.
it did. Yeah, it said no. You're not doing that. I'm like,
You're
all
not
right.
Oh,
speedrunner.
fuck you! How dare you want to play the game?
Yeah.
This is the game.
There was quite literally a moment where like a Digimon died and he. No. I think it was like quite literally a Pokémon.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the episode, he's like, "Ah, yes, these two things that are connecting to me are my water heaters." I'm like, "What?"
Fuck.
Remember,
What?
Digimon
You
don't
wanna
die. They
repeat
just
that?
come. They just come back as eggs. Never mind a lot of Digimon that actually die in the series.
Well, yeah, that was actually a thing in like 02 as well. They're like, "Yes, we die and we just come back as eggs," and it's like, "All right."
Alright, cool.
That's what we've
Cool.
been told. We don't actually know the details.
I think that was just an like an actual localization thing they had to do.
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
Chris.
like the Shadow Realm.
Hey, Chris.
I mean, they still censor Pokemon. And Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah, well yeah. Pokemon's been censored to hell. Fucking no, like they had to get rid of
But,
fucking like James's
they still do it,
titties.
though. I think they still do it with Yu-Gi-Oh! When they dubbed that too.
Oh yeah, no yeah. 4Kids was notorious for fucking like changing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh shit.
But like, I mean like right now, like after 4Kids' departure.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't know anything about
I
whether.
remember like one of the later Yu-Gi-Oh things. I think it's Arc V. I don't know. They literally took out. I don't know who's like doing the dubbing work.
I think
for
it's
it,
still
but-
technically, in a way, for kids, in a way, but it's just under a new name or something like that.
But like it was like they're in the West or something, and like instead of they took away their guns, and they're literally doing finger guns.
I mean, that was in the original Yu-Gi-Oh too, where they just did finger guns.
Yeah, but like this is like a later season where like after 4 kids. Again, it might still technically be 4 kids, but I don't know.
I also love the scene of Kaiba just disarming a man with a fucking trading
With a
card.
card.
Yeah.
So, like, I've been reading the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. Well, I say I've been reading, but I actually just finished it, like, yesterday.
So
But, like,
you read it.
yeah, I read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, like, all the way up to Battle City.
Mm-hmm.
And, like,
Scum out the
fuck,
window,
man.
Andre.
Even, like, the Japanese version of it, like, the Japanese dub and all that, still, like, took out, like, a good chunk of shit from the manga.
Oh well, they got rid of a whole fucking season in. Like, are you watching like the? Are you reading like the OG
No,
one where
actually-
fucking like Yugi kills a man?
Well, yeah, that's actually, like,
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah,
Remember
like,
that one time where
I
he
read
mind broke Kaiba?
twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Tag, mind broken.
Like, I read the original manga and I did watch the original season 0, but like,
Kawaii
and even the season 0, like, even the season 0 was still like they still took out a few things.
Well, yeah,
Joey
because it
lit a
was only like
motherfucker on fire.
because it was like because it was only like run for one season before they like read the whole fucking
You
thing.
read the localized like English version, right?
To like redo it because
Yeah.
season 0 was just them
I
trying
think
to
that's
find
also
their-
like I also want to believe it's like it's a thing where they want to kind of keep it a little consistent with the anime too.
Yeah, but like,
So that could also be a factor in why it's like still censored like the anime is.
well, like, I remember watching the like season 0 and fucking like.
What's
that
that?
part where they're going through Death Tea, like the amusement park? There
Yeah.
were some things that were like cut out, like the fucking baby that was like all over fucking Anzu. And
Oh yeah, that's the other girl, right?
no, that's Taya.
On-
Anzu
Oh.
is Taya.
Then what's? I remember there was another girl that they cut off.
The other girl wasn't even in the original manga.
Oh, that was the
They
season
added her-
0 only thing then.
Yeah, that was a season 0 only thing. During like the Death Tea thing though, apparently like there was a killer that like apparently like the year before he went to a camp for kids and like chopped all the kids up to little bite-sized pizzas. And like Kaiba fucking hired him and put him in the haunted house. And what was it? Joey had to fight him.
No, you were using Japanese names. Say Junichi.
Oh, Jonichi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonichi had to fight him, and like in order to get out, like so, like in the like little dueling circle that they're in. And I say dueling circle unironically because like they were literally like chained to a post in the middle, and they had like a minute to choose whatever weapon they wanted to pick, and they'd have to kill each other. And fucking Yonochi said, "No, fuck that! Like, I'm trying to get out of here." The psychopath killer fucking chose this chainsaw, and Yonochi like he figured out like the way out because Yugi helped him, but he lit the fucking dude on fire. He dropped one of the candles on purpose into the fucking ring of oil that they were standing on. He got out, thankfully, but he lit the other dude on fucking fire. And I'm like, oh my god. Like, the manga, the season 0 manga is a lot darker than the season 0 anime.
I'm trying to remember like what are the Japanese names? Junichi, Honda, and Anzu.
Yeah.
Um,
And, what was it? Odeon, Merrick's little pal,
Yeah.
was actually Rashid. What was it? Weevil Underwood was Insector Hanga.
Oh yeah,
Haga?
because of insects, his fucking whole deck, if I recall.
Yeah. Hold on, let me find it.
Fun little fact, Fonzie, that I found out. I didn't notice that fucking Impmon's voice actor in the JP
Mm-hmm.
is the same as Junichi from Yu-Gi-Oh, as well as the new Ryu voice actor for Street Fighter.
Really?
Yes. He is also what's his name? Hanoka or Hiroka from Hunter x Hunter from 1999.
Oh, the OG Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. Which completely threw me off fucking guard because I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, yeah, Rex's original name, Dinosaur Ryuzaki.
Dinosaur Ryuzaki.
Dinosaur.
Yes.
Hello, yes, my name is Dinosaur, last name Ryuzaki. Yeah, my parents chose this name. Fuck off, please.
So,
They sound like Punch-Out names.
Yeah, they
do
do.
you know Duke Devlin's fucking original name?
Oh, what
wasn't-
is it? I want to know. What is it?
Hold on. Duke Devlin. It's fuck, hold on. Ryuji Otogi.
Oh, fucking me and Ash.
And, like, fucking, the funny thing is, you know how that whole, in the anime where, like, they did the Dungeon Dice Monsters arc?
Yeah,
Like,
the 5 episodes. Yeah, I remember.
yeah. So, and they like, the little girl, apparently, like, it was her grandfather that
Oh,
had
the
that
fucking
duel.
the blonde little girl, right?
Yeah, the blonde little girl, like, she wanted revenge on Yugi because, like, their grandfathers, like, dueled and, Yugi's grandfather won the Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the manga, it was actually Duke Devlin's dad that dueled Yugi. And what was it? Duke Devlin's dad dueled Yugi's grandfather.
I like how we're having a Yu-Gi-Oh talk and Zexion isn't here.
True.
Usually here's the one here's the one you're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
So, like, the duel wasn't a normal duel. Somehow it was a shadow game. And the loser, like, whoever lost would age, like, a lot. So, like, Duke's dad, like, hated the Yugi family and wanted pretty much to take Yugi's Millennium Puzzle and give it to Duke and age Yugi, like, incredibly because of the shadow game. So somehow Yugi's grandfather is a fucking shadow duelist in the original manga, and it's never touched upon ever again.
I still love that fucking intro of Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Playing a children's card game has made me suddenly injured.
And then, like, you know that scene in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime where, like, somebody stole Yugi's Millennium Puzzle, and it was Bandit Keith that was, like, mind wiped?
What is Bandit Keith's Japanese name? I'm kind of interested now.
It was something stupid. Hold on.
In
Now that I
America.
have a chance to talk
I
about
like-
Digimon.
I like how, like, I typed it into Google in fucking, and it just said Bandit Keith Gun. Keith Howard in the manga because he was American. So.
Yes, a son of related to Geese Howard. Yeah.
Yes. You know what? That wouldn't surprise me if that was the joke.
The Ultimate Family.
Yeah, fucking all of fucking like all those assholes.
You got Keith Howard, you got
Rock Howard, Keith Howard.
Todd Howard.
The
Howard.
fucked up thing is in the original manga when Keith lost to fucking Pegasus, and Pegasus did that whole, like, having the child beat him. Also, originally, that was to help a kid, like, get, like, more motivation. And, like, he was trying to sell duel monsters. So he's like, "Oh, Duel Monsters is so easy, a child can beat a pro."
And they're right.
Yeah. Fucking. But apparently, after he lost, Bandit Keith went underground and got addicted to drugs.
I
And
mean,
like,
he seems like the type.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
right.
American. Yeah, makes sense.
so like there was one scene where he had a gun in his hand and he was holding it to his head, playing Russian roulette. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, you all do be like that. You thought it was just a card game? It's a life game.
It is. And
Like,
like,
I mean, these people literally live off playing card games,
Card
or die
game.
by playing card games.
I get depression by card games.
I mean, cards are expensive, man. Just
That's-
stay digital.
like you joke, Scarlet, but that's literally what happened to Bandit Keith. He got depressed because he lost at a children's card game. And turned
No,
to
you
drugs.
don't understand. Digimon Tamers is also a card game,
Yeah.
but you
9 out
have
of 10
little
give you
children
depression.
dealing with like the deaths and of their parents and whatnot.
9
What's
out of 10
what's?
give me
I
depression.
keep forgetting the fucking Digimon that Takato has.
That's Guilemon.
Yeah, Galmon.
That's the
yeah.
one that's actually voiced by Goku.
Yeah.
Guillemon.
If I remember, he's also like adorably dumb.
Yeah. Just as dumb as Goku, but that adorable dumb.
I mean,
not like
he-
I'm gonna
oh.
sell the universe dumb.
I mean, he calls Picado Tacatomon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Kratos was a
Also-
shit lord.
Can we talk about how like there was 2 fucking whole like manga arcs dedicated to Joey growing as a duelist, and apparently it was so effective that he actually like legit would have won against Merrick and his god card, but fucking passed the fuck out before he could like declare attack. So my man's got robbed.
It's fine. The Mets won.
Fuck you.
Best one, man.
I saw that meme.
Yugi,
means Mets
nothing's
are
more
playing well.
important than the Mets, baby. I love.
Like how, like, Kaiba gets upset when Yugi loses.
I think my favorite. A bit ago, someone posted a video on Twitter about like the camping episode, and like Joey's like cooking up candies.
Oh yeah, it's like Joey. I'm not sure you're supposed to like cook the chocolate.
Wait,
Shut up, you know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing.
Also, my favorite fucking shot of the entire Yu-Gi-Oh manga, I'll post it here, is just this scene where Joey's about to get fucking flamed by fucking Ra, and everyone's concerned, and then you look at the bottom and it's just Kaiba with a shit-eating grin of, it's beautiful.
Monzu, I want you to watch this video for me. Okay, thank you.
Like it's not always about money,
Bye.
Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby.
Oh, baby, get a home run, baby.
Oh wait, it just came from the side. I'm like, hold on. Let's see what else.
So I'm looking at Hulu, I'm looking at Digimon Tamers, and I regret everything.
Like, I saw this one,
I can never watch Tamers again because of all the fucking lore.
Yeah.
It's-
No, I'm looking more at that.
Oh, odd. Don't get me started on her.
that's Jamie?
That's
The name starts with a J, her name.
Jerry.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Jerry
Very
Lewis?
Seinfeld.
Jerry.
Why she got a sack boy face?
So was that when she got
Spoilers.
Leomon, or is that like?
That's like episode 46. That's like near the end.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
That's
not
like
actually
like
her
when
face.
she's actually depression.
That's not her actual face. That's just, she's
No.
going through a phase.
Yeah.
She's going through an actual like I'm going to die phase.
Oh, I thought she was playing Little Big Planet too much.
I felt
Not
so
like
bad
she
for her
could,
because she actually
because,
has
you know,
such a fucking
online.
OP Digimon too, and then dies,
And then it dies.
And then dies.
and then
Doesn't
Takato just
matter
takes.
how OP you are, if the plot demands it, you die.
Yeah, and then
Kills
Takato just
on
takes her
top of
fucking Digivice.
Then Beelzemon happens.
Yep.
Ah, yes, Beelzebub one.
Yeah. So far, I am a fan of Impmon, so I am wondering how that evolves.
That's the little tiny bat one, right?
That's the
Wow.
actual imp looking like one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the
Who sells his soul to the actual devil just to get more power because he doesn't want to be weak.
Yeah.
That sounds like Kappa.
no, he just
Yeah.
wants to be Yugi.
I hate that, like, because like talking about Yu-Gi-Oh kind of made me want to play Jump Force, but like the PC version with the modded English voices.
That's the game.
Oh yeah, Chris.
It wasn't me.
No, I know, but you also read My Hero. Fucking, I was at GameStop earlier, and then like I saw a fucking T-shirt of Deku and Todoroki, and it shows their and it says their quirks, and I'm like, wait a minute, why the fuck does it show Deku's quirk? He's supposed to be fucking hiding that shit, not showing it off to everybody.
That's fair.
It's like, all right, cool, like yeah, one for all. Like, why are you saying that?
Like, is it now
What, is he
acceptable?
saying it, or is it just like text on the shirt?
It's text. It's supposed to be like his card, like his like student ID thing.
His student
I mean,
ID is one for all.
Yeah.
If you were to go about
It's a
his
shirt, it's
work
not
though,
canon.
what
Well,
the
to
fuck?
be fair, he'd have to give a name to his quirk, and like everybody knows he's an All Might fanboy, so he wouldn't. And he's been told that his quirk is like All Might, so it wouldn't surprise me if nobody like thinks twice of the name of his quirk.
They should.
They should, but
They should, but you know,
But
they,
they
no,
should. They're
Seeing
all
seeing how fucking often
brain
he's
dead.
and seeing how often he fucking has been like Bakugo, like, come on, beats
wait,
one of the
Bakugo?
well, like outsmarted Bakugo, like in the first. Remember the first fight like they had?
no, that's
Yeah.
because he's a nerd, though. Of course he's gonna outsmart Bakugo.
Oh,
Bakugo's up a
let's not forget the fucking fact that Bakugo actually isn't like stupid.
He's not dumb. He just
Yeah, like
He's just
just angry
underwhelming.
all the time.
Deku just fucking took him by surprise. Is what really happened. As soon as Deku did it, he immediately like turned his strategy around and fucked him up.
And then it's like, if you ever beat me again, I'm gonna fuck your mom.
Like what?
And then
What?
Deku does it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deku fucks his mom, according to all the hentai I've watched. Also, I like that my computer says this.
Polluted area. Welcome to California.
They exchange moms.
Yeah, how's the smoke over there?
One of my parents already does that here.
I work at a casino, so I'm like constantly smelling smoke, and I hate it. But whatever, the pay is pretty good.
I mean, but that's expected in a casino.
Yeah. They gave me
See,
a work
when
phone.
I smell
so-
smoke at my work, that means something's wrong.
Just wear a mask. You'll be safe. Smile.
Yeah, looks at the fucking like propane fueled fucking equipment and sweats nervously.
Gonna just stab this propane tank if you don't mind.
Is that his brother?
Well, no, it wouldn't. He wouldn't. I don't think he would die this fucking soon into the game pond.
We're
Is
about
this- is
we're about
this a-
halfway through the game.
Yeah. Is this a sister?
Kratos had a sister? Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's that harpy looking thing.
Yeah, she's got nice JPEG titties.
I mean,
They're
only
the
only the finest in PSP technology. Also, is that just feathers and not clothes?
I mean, gotta insulate yourself somehow.
Ah, my feathers conveniently make clothes, except for my tits.
Listen, my comfort clothing is being nuked 24/7, so I don't want anybody.
Yeah, I'm pretty
to
sure
leave
like
that
the long part of her
rumor.
dress. I'm pretty sure the long part of her dress that's covering her ass is just her tail feathers.
Uh,
No, that's just the bush. It extended all the way back.
And it comes out of her back. Okay.
No, it's like all the way from crotch to back.
Oh man, that's gonna require some serious waxing.
push. Push.
Fine, she's an RP. She's used to it.
Oh, you're right. This game takes place in No Shape November.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ. Universe 2 is still fucking getting DLC.
What?
Yeah.
DLC? Yeah, they just
It's
announced.
still an active game. Yeah.
Yeah, they announced Gogeta.
Mhm.
Again.
Wait, oh, Xenoverse.
Yeah.
Xenoverse 2.
I heard Universe. I'm like, the fuck is that? But yeah.
Fighter Z. There you go.
If
God,
I
like
heard
how
Universe,
long
I
how
would've
long
thought-
has Xenoverse been going on?
For a while.
Yeah.
Good question. Let's look it up.
Because I remember like
Well,
it came out like when
yeah,
the Switch, like Xenoverse 2 came out like when the, like right before the Switch came out, and then they put the Switch, then they made a Switch version.
Yeah. So which is like 5 or 6 years ago.
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 released in October 25th, 2016.
Yeah, 5 years.
God damn.
It's about to be 5 years.
Well, it makes sense. It's like what, like because they never like all the Budokai games became the Naruto Shippuden fucking like Ultimate Ninja games.
Speaking of, did you see that fucking screenshot of fucking Naruto being in Fortnite?
Oh, he's in Fortnite.
Yep.
Wait, hold on. I kind of want to see this. And the main thing is like, does he go Date Bayo? Everybody, that's what I need to know.
I don't know. It was just a shot that I saw earlier. There's like some Pharaoh dude, somebody else, and fucking Naruto.
The fucking all right, cool game. You have great American heroes like Superman, Batman. Hell, you even have Rick and Morty, and the best American character, Naruto.
Something
I mean,
well being
he's
added
basically
to
American stuff.
that. I didn't hear about Naruto.
I'll see if I can find it. Apparently, he's coming to season 8.
Yeah.
Man, Fortnite is just better than Smash Brothers. Look at these crossovers.
Fonzie, when are we purchasing that Marvel vs. Capcom head-to-head arcade thing?
I want to buy it, but it's like $500.
Yeah. Shit. If it wasn't for that price tag,
Just split it, forehead.
Not part of the
I
battle
can't
pass.
recover that. I can't recover from that right now. I already split something with Zexion for Fonzie. So
We'll split it again.
I'm kind of curious now.
you're not gonna see it until close to wedding day.
Yeah. So which is yeah, it's fine.
You're just gonna have to wait.
That's gonna be next year.
It's fine. Thankfully, like these work day, like my work days go by fast. Like because I'm constantly
Because you're-
moving over there. Like it's
Because you're doing stuff.
dude. The funniest shit going to my old job and looking at a like now hiring sign like right at the front.
I like how they added that right when you left.
Oh, and the best part is the fucking like signs already falling off, and it's been there for a day.
Oh,
Only
this
a
was
day
recent.
in.
I thought they did it like right when you left.
Only a day in, and that raggedy ass sign is already fucking dying.
It's actually like a sign they set up. They didn't just tape a piece of paper onto the door.
Yeah, they just set up a fucking
A tarp. This is like now hiring.
now hiring wooden sign, just horribly painted on. You can't really fucking. It's illegible. Can't fucking
It
read
doesn't
it.
even say hiring.
It's covered.
It just
in
says now.
cobwebs.
God, why am I reminded? Why am I reminded of the fucking meeting I had to be part of today?
That's every meeting.
No, like, I was literally called off my fucking floor that was busy as shit to be a part of some stupid ass fucking meeting about what we should say at morning meetings, and like fucking it was 45 minutes long
Why?
for some fucking reason. They had us fucking role play. Oh, pretend like we're
Is
your
it-
crew, and
Is this one of those things where like, can this just be an email?
yeah, that's literally
Yeah.
what my coworker said. We were talking afterwards. He goes, "This literally just could have been an email." I'm like, yeah.
We need you to LARP.
like they fucking like. All right, so listen to this. All right, so I don't fucking do morning meetings with my crew because I have such a small crew that it's like if I need to talk to them about something, I can just get with them as the day goes along. You know, like it's not that big of a deal. So I don't have morning meetings, and like I'm working alongside of my crew as well. So like I keep them updated. I motivate them, tell them, we're doing great. Let's keep it up. Good job. Fist
They
bumps
fuck up.
all around.
Give him
shit
a
like
motto
that.
or two, yeah, motivation.
Yeah, yeah. So, but I'm the big thing
McDonald's
is
on me.
the big things is that I'm working alongside of them. I'm not just sitting there pointing fingers and telling people do this, do that. I'm actually working alongside of them, which motivates my crew to work harder, and they've outright said it.
It reminds me of the episode of South Park where fucking like Randy is like pointing fingers gets us nowhere. Gerald, like he just starts pointing.
So like,
Of course.
fucking, like, I don't have morning meetings, and I motivate them throughout the day. So when they started like, oh, let's go around the room and let's have each of you pretend like we're your crew, what would you say to us? Oh, Chris, go ahead and start first. I'm like, oh.
Like, what would you say to you? Please fuck off.
Like, I sat there, and they asked me, so Chris, what do you do to motivate your crew and get them going? I was like, I've sat there just to show that I did not give a fuck, and like that this whole thing was stupid. The first thing I said was a fucking joke. I was like, well, I like to think it's my charming good looks. And fucking everybody laughed and shit, and then they fucking pressed the answer. It made me like do that whole fucking thing. And then fucking I sit back down, and then the next league goes, and it sounds a bit better than mine. And then the next league goes, it sounds a bit better, and then it just keeps going, and like it sounds better each time. And I'm sitting there with every fucking like meeting, quote, just in the back of my mind, y'all are pieces of shit. I've been a part of all of your fucking morning startup meetings, and none of you say any of this shit. You used me as a fucking like note fuel.
You used me for land development.
Essentially, and like, I told my coworker who's the outbound version of me, and fucking I told him like, y'all used me, did you? He goes, oh fuck yeah. While you were failing, I was taking notes. I was like, you're a piece of shit. And fucking like, and then my favorite part was when they tried to fucking, like, the assistant GM, and by the way, I'm sorry if I'm ranting, it's just been a super long and fucking annoying and tiring day. I was pissed off, like, super badly earlier today. So it's still, like, trying to vent.
That's
so,
fine.
like, fucking, the thing that pissed me off the most, the thing that pissed me off the second most, is the fact that, like, the assistant GM legit tried to make it seem like that I only give basic like motivation boosts to my crew, like, oh, we did a great job, yada yada yada, and try to make it sound like I just don't motivate them like I should. And I'm sitting there like, do you not pay attention to how I fucking work with my crew? And it took another manager to come in and say, hey, this motherfucker, like, he has one-off meetings with his crew, one at a time, and he actually motivates them. Like, he sits there and laughs, works, and shit like that motivate his crew to work harder. And I didn't want him to go on, so I choked him out in front of everybody. So, fucking, what was it? And I'm just sitting there like, this motherfucker legit just tried to make it seem like I'm, like, some kind of basic bitch lead. And fucking the entire time, I'm just rolling my eyes, just fucking like a pissed off, annoyed look. Like I'm missing out on helping my floor out, and for this stupid ass fucking meeting that could have just been a fucking email. Not that I would have read it anyways, but you know.
I feel like a lot of meetings could just be emails.
Right?
They can, and they say no.
And like, the fact that will really piss me off, like the number one thing.
How bad is the stream right now, by the way? Because it says that I'm unstable.
There's a couple points where I'm questioning the frame rate, but it's okay otherwise.
Yeah, it's still going. It's just really
Yeah, it's still
chunky.
going. It's just,
Reset OBS in the middle of stream right there.
Not again.
at
No.
that point, it's like, I don't think resetting OBS would do anything.
At least it's not XSplit. It would probably break by now.
Fucking like, well, right before I started streaming, like he just refused to record fucking like to just show up the PS3.
Wow.
Awkward.
Wow.
So like, fucking. So like right before we had this stupid meeting, I was dealing with a situation that happened on my floor. A few of my drivers got a little annoyed, is the best word I could say, with each other. And so I was trying to fucking mediate the situation and stuff like that. And while at the same time, my floor is getting backed up with freight. And usually I pull out the freight and put it to another spot on the dock so that way my drivers can take it from there. So I'm kind of like the main thing keeping the flow going on the dock. And fucking, I get a phone call from my boss, one of my bosses, and I get a FaceTime call from my coworker over in the other department because he's up there in the meeting. And then I ignored both because I have better things to do with my life. And fucking, what was it? Then
that would've been bad.
The boss that was on the floor walked up to me on the phone and goes, "Chris, they need you up there, like right now. They're waiting on you for the meeting." I'm like, "Dude, you want to fucking take over for me?" And he knew I was pissed. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll take over. Just get going." And fucking, like as I'm walking down, I talk to my crew member that is like the one that's heated towards the other one, and I tell him, "Hey, just a heads up."
It might be on Twitch's end because I'm looking at my stats and they're fine. Oh, I also reached 2,000 views on Twitch.
Nice.
Okay, congrats.
I'll probably call it a stream after the next save point I find.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chris, you can go on.
All good. So like, what was it? So he was taking some product on the clamp and from like the main dock and putting it away in the warehouse, but apparently, according to my boss, he was putting it away in the wrong area. So I told him, "Hey, just a heads up, these are actually supposed to go to that department over there, or the last side of the warehouse over there." And he got mad, not at me, but just at the situation, because it was a lot of bullshit that he had to deal with today. And he's like, "Oh, fuck this, I'm just gonna fucking go home then." And I couldn't stop him as he drove away because I was getting yelled at to go up to some stupid ass fucking meeting. And that's what pissed me off the most. But I'm like, fuck this place. Alright, rant's over. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta rant. I just can't really offer like much because I'm not really in a working situation myself. I can agree with meetings sucking ass because it's just a matter of like some of that shit can just be formed into a fucking email. Because I've had fellow experiences with that bullshit. So I get where you're coming from, especially like from early mornings.
Like, it wasn't even early morning. It was literally like at 10
Oh, I know.
o'clock.
I get that. That's why I say like that's more like something that I experienced. It was like really early morning. I hated that shit because I'm not a fucking morning person. But yeah, I get where you're coming from though. Because I would also be equally as annoyed when you're trying to focus on doing or trying to help out with one situation. It's just like you're constantly getting annoyed by someone trying to by like another factor. Like, hey, this meeting is obviously
Fucking
like,
Zexion.
fucking no, it isn't.
Hi, Zex.
Hi,
You missed the
Zexian.
fucking
We're
Yu-Gi-Oh.
we're not talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. Get out.
You did miss the Yu-Gi-Oh talk though.
Yeah, you missed both Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon. What the fuck?
How you doing, Zexion?
Pretty good. Just got done making shrimp fried rice for dinner.
That'll kill me.
Fried that rice.
I don't want to hear that
I had to help that
anyone's
shrimp
fucking
fry
mouth
though.
ever again.
Well, at least Zexion knows how to kill me now.
Oh yeah, seafood, huh?
The shellfish allergy.
Speaking of food, fucking, like, I am still very curious of how next week's gonna go. Like, how the fuck you guys managed to get it out of Taco Bell?
Well, here's the thing. It's not just a Taco Bell. It's a cantina.
It's a cantina.
Yeah, it has a bar.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the goal is to get alcohol before I'm kicked out for the ceremony.
Yeah, they're just getting married at the Taco Bell. They're just going to the cantina for actual food.
Like, I've had so many of my coworkers ask me, how the fuck is that gonna work? Like, at the Taco Bell, I'm like, I have no idea.
To be
Like,
fair,
just
I
the
have
way
no
they
got
idea.
it?
I have
Hold
no
on.
idea either. I'm letting
At
Ashley's
the-
family handle everything. I'm just like there.
Like, at this point, I'm too afraid to ask. Like,
Zexian, code words. We're not going to talk about the gift yet completely.
Oh yeah, I know.
You got that all settled?
Yeah. It's sitting here. I just have to throw it in my car before I head out.
Hey, good. Thank you.
hey, Zex, code words. The package. Have you figured out if you're picking them up or not?
Nah, I'll say at some point we'll have to discuss them.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind picking them up, but I just want to know what the fuck's going on.
Is the package Game Boy?
Yes, the package is Game Boy.
Yeah. He was telling me earlier.
Always need the package.
Also, I love this fucking leveling strat that I fucking found in Bravely Default 2.
Is it the one where you spam grind?
That's
That's every
kinda.
grinding method.
Okay, so like, all right, let me tell you of my setup.
Oh,
I
Oh.
have everybody.
I have
having-
to play Bravely Default 2 later. I'll figure it
No.
out later.
You've been playing. What have you been playing? Fucking Cyber Sleuth, right? You were telling me.
Started grinding, so it was really fucking easy. And then I got Omegamon, and I went, oh. And then I got Apocalypse, who requires you to have a Digimon at like level 99.
So-
and an ability of like 120, which you only get like ability points when you Digivolve. That's
So I'm guessing he's like Thanatos from fucking like Persona.
to actually like Digivolve, de-Digivolve, and then Digivolve, and then just continue leveling back and forth all the time. And then you have to level up to 99 just to get Apocalypse. And I just went, God damn it.
I was looking for an example video. To do, like as a little tour and what's it like inside the cantina.
And there's people actually getting married at an actual Taco Bell instead. Right?
No, I found this instead. Hold on, give it a minute.
Either way, tell
What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
What? Are you a fish? Are you a fish trapped inside a person's body? Are you okay? Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chris. You can talk about your grinding method.
All right. So for who here has played Bravely Default at all?
I play. I don't play RPGs, dude.
I played up to the first game, and I played up to...
Oh, that seems to be the right way to go.
Yeah, I played the first game, and I got up to the final area, wherever, like, the last crystal's at. Until you have to do all the revisits, I know.
Okay. That's why I snickered.
I know. You have to break them like 10 different times or some bullshit.
No, you only have to break them once. Like,
I thought you had to break them like hundreds of times.
no. So the way it works, by the way, spoiler warning. The way it works is that you do have to pray to them, like I think like twice each one, after the first initial time, and then what was it? You what was it? Then you like after you realize that wait a second, like this is just some kind of infinite fucking loop. You then have to get the idea of hey, let's break the fucking thing. And
I thought for like the real ending, you're not supposed to break them though.
no, you are. You are supposed to break them because once you break them, Eri just fucking like loses her shit and goes after you.
Yeah, I know.
And fucking then yeah, and then that's what like gets you the like good ending.
You cannot stop me.
And then anyways, back to the original point. The Bravely series has a system where if you link battles together, you get more like you get what's called a consecutive battle bonus. So you'll get like more JP or more experience. So in this game, that's the best way to get JP is to do the consecutive battles.
Why do you need so much Japan?
I'm gonna smack you. Oh,
I need 85 Japans in order to level up. What the fuck?
So the freelancer class comes with the JP up ability, which increases your JP by a multiple of 1.2, and the JP up and up, which increases it by 1.5, and you can actually they stack so it becomes 1.7. Then if you do certain like 2 certain side quests, you get growth eggs, which doubles experience in JP acquired.
I don't think the world needs that many Jurassic Parks.
I'm gonna smack you. Oh. So you go to a low-level area because the way JP works in this game is it's not based on where you're at, like in the game. It's just based on like the battles. So most battles will give you generally the same amount of JP. What was it? So you go to a low-level area where it's easy to kill all the enemies, and you chain them together. But there's a class that obtains a ability called Obliterate. Obliterate is any enemy 20 or more levels below the user is instantly killed at the beginning of battle. So
it's like casting. So it's like casting the end in Final Fantasy VIII.
yeah, and it just kills everything. Doesn't matter its defense, its immunities, or anything like that. The only time it doesn't work is when it's a boss. And
I forgot I have this. I forgot I had this thing.
Anyways, everything else just fucking dies no matter what. So you go to a low-level area and you just chain battles together, and that's it. The area that I'm at specifically have the equivalent of metal slimes that spawn in a lot, so it's easy to chain the battles together. And if you get lucky, you get those like metal slime S type enemies, and you get a shit ton of fucking JP, and you don't even have to do anything except press the A button. That's it.
She's a giant bird.
Like
I just died. Oh no! Okay, cool. I thought I died.
So like I just chained like 4 or 5 battles together, and I'm not even doing anything, and like I'm killing enemies left and right now. And yeah, that was 4 battles. I earned 301 JP normally. That is now times 2.7. So
Oh god, the frame rate.
It's very easy to level jobs at this point. And you don't even have to do anything. The hardest thing that you do is literally just chain enemies together.
I wonder how bad this part is on the PSP. Wait.
You are dead, Monty.
Game over, yeah.
Game over, yeah.
Back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
After a really conversation
And I'm free falling.
about how diets work and matter for people with health conditions.
Well then.
Yeah, my family doesn't know how lactose intolerance work. And also the fact that they know I have high cholesterol, but still eat things like cholesterol.
They don't know what diarrhea is.
Do they believe that if you scare somebody, you can give them diabetes?
I mean, if you scare
Probably
the
not.
insulin them, then I'm sure, yeah.
So I had a coworker the other day that I love to scare her whenever I get the chance. So she yelled at me after hitting me and
Scared-
told me,
You scared the diabetes out of me.
you know, she literally tells me, Chris, you're gonna give me diabetes with how much you scare me. I'm like, wait, what? Like it was like literally like you could play the record scratch sound effect and it would totally fit with how I reacted. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? That's not how diabetes works.
I think she wanted to say you scared the diabetes out of me.
No.
But
No.
The heebie-jeebies.
No, that's literally what she said. That's what she meant to. According to her, she grew up hearing from her family that if you scare somebody enough, you can give them diabetes.
why you just scare them to the point where they have low insulin?
Apparently. So like
I
after like talking to some other people, we found out that
Or
it's
you fucking die.
like a Hispanic thing.
Fonzie, is this true?
If I can find out, I'm not his. Well, I am, but I don't pay attention to my own heritage. No, come here,
He's
bitch.
like, I don't pay attention to my own culture sometimes.
I'm Hispanic, but I'm more American than Hispanic.
It's
It's
true.
true.
Come here,
know that,
bitch.
Bill.
Give me your titties.
I completely agree with that sentiment.
Yeah.
So like apparently it's a Hispanic thing, like a folklore Hispanic thing. And I don't know how or why.
I don't know.
It just is. And like I'm sitting there and I cracked the fucking Happy Gilmore fucking joke. Like my mama said the alligator are so ordered because they have all those teeth. There's no toothbrush to brush them.
Double check with the grapple that she wasn't talking mad shit.
Yeah, like that's why I messaged Grapple the other day. That is 100% why I asked him that question.
Gotta love our
proof.
fucking relative doctor that we have in our Discord.
Right?
Yeah, our literal doctor now.
Need a nurse over there.
Doctors always start out as nurses.
I wonder what kind of nurse slash doctor we're trying to be.
You could ask them.
Nah.
That's the
I'll just
spirit.
guess.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Nah, that's too much effort.
Yeah, I don't want to bother him when he's doing the nursing school.
I had
I'd rather just talk to him about video games that he can't play.
Ashley,
What?
the comment that I told you that I almost said just came to mind. Do you know what I'm talking about?
All right, we made it to a save point. It's been almost 2.5 hours now.
The comment about when Grapple said he was gonna kill me.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna call it here because it's been 2
you,
hours.
you don't have the bot.
Well, of course I don't. Do you think I actually know how to Twitch?
Yes.
Fonzie
You've been
knows
doing,
how to
you've been
like
doing
put
it
in
more
bots
effectively
in
than
his
look. You have this
channel.
you have this layout and everything.
Yeah, the layout that I actually did myself. I didn't actually get someone to do it.
You you got alerts and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Like that's more than me. You know you do the Twitch. You know how to Twitch.
Let's put up some Marvel. No, not
Marvel.
some Marvel.
Oh, what up some fucking Tekken, bitch?
I would need to re-download Tekken again.
Motherfucker.
Bro, it's like 70 gigabytes.
I get it. I understand. God.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna